presentation of Westwood Sports. If it's Thanksgiving, the NFL is Westwood One.
Evan Smith taking it all the way. Got a seam, got the lane, got 68 yards. Happy Thanksgiving, Evan. Barry Sanders inside the 35. Barry Sanders to the 20, to the 10. Bye-bye, Barry. Touchdown, Detroit Lions. On a day of Thanksgiving, as a football fan, you should be thankful to watch a guy like Barry Sanders.
Tonight, it's the San Francisco 49ers.
Shotgun snap, Brock Purdy airing it out. Deep for Debo in the end zone. Makes the catch on the right side of the end zone for the touchdown. 27 yards from Brock Purdy to Debo Samuel. And San Francisco may have just put it away.
And the Seattle Seahawks.
Shotgun snap, drops back through. Long time throw, intercepted. It's picked up on the play register. The 5 on the numbers of field. The 20, the 30, breaks the tackle. 50, angles to the middle. The 30, the 20, far side 10, 5, the break, touchdown! It's the Seattle Pistons. 7 winners, 2.
Now, let's head to the stadium and join Ryan Radke and Hall of Famer James Lofton.
We welcome you to Lumen Field in Seattle for part 3 of our special Thanksgiving Day NFL triple header. As the 6-4 Seattle Seahawks host the 7-3 San Francisco 49ers in a battle for first place in the NFC West. Tonight's broadcast of the National Football League on Westwood One is sponsored by Barbasol Shaving Cream, by BetMGM, by AutoZone, by Crest Toothpaste, by Navy Federal Credit Union, and by NFL.com. Happy Thanksgiving, everybody, and welcome to Game 3 of our special holiday football triple header here on Westwood One. Earlier today, the Lions lost to the Packers 29-22, while the Cowboys defeated the Commanders 45-10. More on those games later, but first, time for the 49ers and the Seahawks. Along with Hall of Famer James Lofton, I'm Ryan Radke. Scott Graham will join us shortly from our Westwood One studios. 49ers 7-3, one game up on 6-4 Seattle. If the season ended today, these two teams would meet in a wild card game, just as they did a season ago when the Niners ended the Seahawks season 41-23. James, the 49ers looked like the NFL's best team. They were sitting at 5-0, then had to answer all kinds of questions, losing 3 straight. But after dismantling Jacksonville and handling Tampa Bay, it would appear Kyle Shanahan's team is back.
It's funny that we always talk about if the playoffs started today, if the season ended today. The season doesn't end until somebody takes the trophy away in Las Vegas. And so that's the ultimate goal. The thing that I really find interesting when I look at teams that are perennially good, like the Seahawks, like the 49ers, their expectation level is so much different than other teams that start the season and go, oh, well, maybe some way we can find out we can have a winning record. These two teams expect to be in the postseason. So when you look at today's battles, and I'm thinking about Thanksgiving, this is the third trip through the kitchen. The first one was a little bit of an upset. You thought you were going to have turkey. They only had duck and fried chicken. Second time you came around, they had a big spread out. Dallas just delivered. This one is a true toss-up. Like you said, the 49ers look like the best team by far in football. And Seattle is doing what Seattle has done and what they did last year, kind of hanging around. And that's what they expect to do in this ball game. The Seattle fans may feel like they're a little overmatched, but that hadn't stopped them before in the past.
The good news for Seattle tonight, they will have their quarterback Geno Smith, hurt a week ago, but he did warm up. He is going to start tonight, James, so some good news for Pete Carroll's team there.
It really is. This is a team, and I've talked about Pete Carroll. He's not old, but he is old school. He wants to run and stop the run, and that run on offense can set up play-action passing, and it can also eat time off the clock. So you don't want to give Kyle Shanahan and that explosive 49er offense too many chances to be on the field. You want to keep them on the sideline as much as possible.
Game 3 of our Thanksgiving triple header coming up between the 49ers and the Seahawks. When we return, Scott Graham joins us from our Westwood One studios. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The holiday season is right around the corner. So give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $40 on the HSA 45 battery-powered hedge trimmer. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to StihlsUSA.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Now $99.99 was $139.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
This year, Staples will not be celebrating the holidays. Instead, we're celebrating the Holiday Deals with amazing savings for the holiday season. Save 60% on custom holiday cards, save 60% on custom invitations, and save 60% on custom photo gifts like mugs and calendars. During Staples Holiday Deals, it's not about the ho-ho-ho, it's about saving do-do-do. Save 60% on custom cards, invitations, and photo gifts today at Staples. Ends 12/2. Visit staples.com/print for more details.
Scott Graham from our Westwood One studios. Happy Thanksgiving, everyone. Game number 3 of our special Thanksgiving triple header here on many of these same stations. And a big game inside the division for the San Francisco 49ers, and more importantly, perhaps, for the Seattle Seahawks. San Francisco, a 1-game lead over Seattle. The Seahawks have lost 2 of their last 3 to get to this point, and they have kind of been scrapping and struggling, not just with some injuries that have knocked some guys onto the shelf, but also some offensive inconsistency. Ask Tyler Lockett, as you go from week to week in the National Football League, that new set of circumstances just keeps getting redealt to you. How do you deal with it?
Well, I think each and every week comes with its own battles, and you got to be able to just reassess. After one game, you reassess. You got to kind of see where you're at, and you got to be able to understand, like, what is it that has to take place, and what do I need to do to get the job done to be able to make it to the next game that we play, whether it's on Thursday or whether it's on Sunday. And it looks different each and every week, but at the same time, you're just trying to make it to that common goal.
You're playing a team that you guys know well. There's a long history. What do you see from them on film from the version you're seeing this year?
Well, I mean, they're a great team. You know, defensively up front, they're loaded. Linebacker and court, they're loaded. Secondary's loaded. They've been doing a great job, especially with the young guys. When we go play against the 49ers, we always know that it's a battle. We always know that it's tough, it's physical. It's like one of those all-out brawls. And you just got to be able to come with it, and you got to be able to make sure that you're on your P's and Q's, because at the end of the day, you know, this is like a bar fight.
Well, that bar fight last year went decidedly to the 49ers. Geno Smith, in his marvelous comeback player of the year season, went 0-3 against San Francisco last year. Speaking of 3, as Ryan told you at the top, that 3-game losing streak had some people wondering about the San Francisco 49ers and their quarterback Brock Purdy. Well, the last 2 weeks, he's led his team to 30.5 points per game while completing 78% of his passes, throwing 6 touchdowns and no interceptions. I asked his always quotable tight end George Kittle this week what it's like being part of that offense that seems to be finding itself again.
When you have a set of skilled players like the ones that we have, from wide receiver to running back, fullback, tight end, you have a lot of weapons, and so everyone's just going to have their opportunity to go out there and show what they can do, and you kind of see that weekly, whether it's by you, me, Devo, McCaffrey, Lewis, and I think we're just all enjoying it one step at a time, and happy that we're playing football really well. And then, when you have Brock Purdy, who's just slicing and dicing with perfect passer rating, it's pretty fun to play with that as well.
I got the feeling that after that perfect passer rating on Sunday that you decided you were going to have a little fun with people who may still at this point be underestimating it.
No, you're not wrong. Brock's done nothing but been an incredible quarterback this entire season. He's playing at a very, very high level. And the reason that you get to see, our skilled players playing the way that they play is because of him. Like, he's making all of us better by giving us those opportunities. Just how dialed in he is all the time. And then on game day, you guys go out there and you see him, and he's just slinging the ball around with confidence, zero fear, and he's still taking care of the football. He's a hell of a football player, and I really don't get the narrative that, he's only good because of the weapons around him. When you look at every quarterback, if they don't have good weapons around them, it's really hard to win football games. And I think he's just taking advantage of this opportunity, and he's showing that he's a really, really good quarterback that also has really good weapons.
This is an opponent that you know really well, and this is no matter what year it is, a tough place to go play. I know you live for that kind of thing, but all playing in front of the 12th side, what do you see from this team on film, and what's still there that's always been there in terms of the defense you face?
every time that the 49ers and Seattle Seahawks play, it's great football. Because I love playing up in Seattle. They have a wonderful stadium, it's a fantastic atmosphere. Their fans are loud, a lot of noise, a lot of silent kind of stuff. And their fans absolutely hate the 49ers, which I love and I respect the hell out of that. So their defense, I think they're playing pretty well right now. They've got a really talented secondary, some young guys that are playing at a high level, and their D-line is doing what they need to do. So we're going to have to go in there, handle the noise, and try to just play our best football. We're going to play at a high level.
You always talked about the fact that, you like being a complete football player. It's not just catching the football. You like to hit. Now, the question that I have for you, we've talked a lot over the years. At 30, is it as much fun to hit as it was when you were younger?
I think it's more fun every single week. It's a part of the game, and I'm lucky to be able to play this game, and I'm lucky to be playing for this franchise. Just the way that we play the game is based on physicality and doing your job. That's exactly what I've always wanted to do, and so this is so I'm happy to be a part of an organization that wants you to play very physical, and just want to be a part of a team with a bunch of guys who like to do physical football.
You have to ask twice. Kiddo loves playing football. He and his teammates getting ready for big game tonight inside the division. Seattle against the Seahawks. Game number 3 of our Westwood One special Thanksgiving triple header. Game number 2 just wrapped up a little bit ago in Big D, and Dallas Cowboys had one of those Dak Prescott nights where they got 4 touchdown passes, but they also had a secret weapon on the defensive side who made a little history.
Howell out of the gun, fades back, throws left, tight, picked off, sprinting down the sideline, Deron Bland. He's got a man to beat. He does, and a second, he's in for a pick six. It's a record. Deron Bland, 62-yard run back. His 5th pick six, a first in NFL history, and an exclamation point on a blowout in this Thanksgiving game. It's 44-10.
Dante back with the call right here on Westwood One at AT&T Stadium. 45-10 was the final. Dak Prescott throws for 331 yards in this game, 4 touchdowns, and no interceptions. Sam Howell threw for another 300, but that pick six was the final cherry on top of the sundae as Dallas blows out the Commanders 45-10. Earlier today in Detroit, the Lions were the favorite at home against the Green Bay Packers, but Green Bay used defense and opportunism to try to get shorter fields. The last time they got that short field in the third quarter, it took them only 3 plays to go 23 yards and virtually put the game away.
Third down and 3 at the Detroit 16. Shotgun snap for Jordan Love. Right-hander looks to the end zone left side, has an open man. It's caught. A touchdown. Green Bay. In the back left corner of the end zone, it's Tristan Watson, the second-year receiver. And the Packers extend the lead at Ford Field, Detroit on this Thanksgiving. It's Green Bay 29, Detroit 14, 3:30 to play in the third, and what a throw and catch.
J.P. Shadrick right here on Westwood One. Off his 3 touchdown passes, no interceptions today, and Green Bay wins it over Detroit by a score of 29-22. For Jared Goff, who was normally so good at Ford Field, he threw for 332 yards. But after last week's 3 interception performance, today he fumbled it 3 times, and in some respects, it cost the Detroit Lions the game. Still to come, we'll get you one step closer to kickoff time. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Are you looking for the perfect holiday gift? You know, the gift that people call the hottest in the season? You know, you buy it to your loved ones, and you're anointed the hero of the holidays. Well, heroes, here's this year's hot present gift. Hands-free Skechers slippers. Because Skechers has invented footwear that is so easy and so comfortable, they're the perfect gift for everyone, from kids to grandparents. With hands-free Skechers slippers, you just step into them and they're on. You don't need to bend down. You don't ever have to touch your shoes. Find hands-free Skechers slippers in a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Can't sleep with this cold.
Honey.
Honey?
Honey, you need NyQuil Severe Honey. NyQuil Severe Honey gives you powerful cold and flu symptom relief with a dreamy honey taste. Feeling better, honey? Honey? I'll take that again. Try NyQuil Severe Honey for powerful cold and flu symptom relief. NyQuil Severe with honey flavor. The nighttime sniffling, sneezing, coughing, aching, fever. Honeylicious, best sleep with a cold medicine. Use as directed. Keep out of reach, children.
You know, people talk about spreading holiday cheer. Overrated. I had some holiday cheer last year, and you know what? It lasted a couple of hours. Then whoosh, gone, just like that. However, spreading holiday comfort with Skechers, now that's something your loved ones will enjoy long after New Year. Because Skechers, the comfort technology company, has footwear for the whole family that will give those comfortable, stylish holiday gifts under the tree. To start, there's hands-free Skechers slippers. Have you tried these yet? The greatest invention ever. You just step into them and you're on. You don't need to bend down or tuck your shoes. Slip in and go. And Skechers slip-ins come in all your favorite styles, including boots, footwear with and without laces, and even Skechers Arch Fit with podiatrist certified arch support. And let me tell you something. With all the extra support, you get all-day comfort. They are amazing. So whether you're shopping for the kids, grandparents, moms, and dads, be the hit of the holidays with Skechers. Because there's nothing better than spreading a little holiday comfort. Find handsome Skechers slip-ins at the Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Welcome back to the NFL on Westwood One. It's time for another memorable moment in football history. Sponsored by Coles.
Caffrey, the setback. Juszczyk now joins him in the backfield. They fake a pitch to the right. Purdy back to throw. Upfield wide open. Deebo Samuel at the 40. 45, 50. Down the sideline. Gets a block. Turns on the burners. He's gone. 10-5. Touchdown 49ers. 74 yards. And with 10:51 to go, he may have just put away the Seahawks.
Bill Rosinski with the call right here on Westwood One from last January. Any doubts about how San Francisco rookie quarterback Brock Purdy would perform in his first career postseason game were quickly put to rest with his 4-touchdown performance against the division rival Seattle Seahawks in the wild card round of last year's playoffs. Purdy rushed for a score and threw for 3 more, including that long one in the fourth quarter to Deebo Samuel, leading his team to a 41-23 win. 49ers coach Kyle Shanahan was forced to turn to Brock after losing both starter Trey Lance and backup Jimmy Garoppolo for the season to injuries. Purdy, who was the last pick taken in the 2022 NFL Draft, excelled down the stretch, leading the Niners to a 6-0 record to finish out the regular season and earning the number 2 seed in the NFC playoffs. He continued his hot play this year, winning another 5 games before finally losing for the first time. That's tonight's memorable moment in football history, sponsored by Kohl's. Celebrate the season with gifts, deals, and holiday feels. Find perfect presents for everybody and every budget. Shop Kohl's and Kohl's.com today. Let's find out what this chapter of the rivalry is going to present. Get ready for kickoff time as we head back to Lumen Field. Brian Radke and James Lofton. Guys?
All right, Scott, just about set for kickoff tonight, but first let's get James Lofton's keys to the game, sponsored by State Farm. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there for the help you need, whether it's online, on the phone, or on the State Farm mobile app. James, let's start with the San Francisco 49ers, back-to-back wins after a three-game losing streak. What are the keys for Kyle Shanahan's team to get it done tonight?
Oh, this is going to sound really crazy, but either put gas in the car or make sure the EV is charged up, because the 49ers have almost everything that you want from a team. Great offense, great defense, quarterback who's playing remarkably. And what they don't have is they just don't have the exit plan to the end of the season. How many games does it take to get home field advantage? Who are we going to have to knock off? They can't get enamored with all of those things. I think for the 49ers, play your game, spread the ball around to all those key guys on offense, and let that front four hunt on defense.
All right, let's talk about the keys for the Seattle Seahawks. Disappointing loss last week in L.A. Got themselves in position to win, missed the field goal, so they come in tonight a game behind San Francisco in the division. What are the keys for Pete Carroll's team to get a home win on Thanksgiving?
Pete Carroll is mature. He's not old, but he is old school, so he wants to be able to run and stop the run. They were not able to do that in any of the 3 meetings against the San Francisco 49ers a year ago. So if he can start with that, because he has to protect Geno Smith from that pass rush I talked about with the 49ers. If he can do that, they can get some work on the outside. They have receivers that I really like. DK Metcalf, get him started early. And defensively, make sure you cover Christian McCaffrey out of the backfield.
You know, you talk about running and protecting Geno Smith. No Kenneth Walker tonight, inactive. Zach Charbonnet, the rookie, is in there. How does that impact, in your mind, what Seattle wants to do and needs to do in this game?
Well, Chad Morton, his position coach, will have him schooled up on all the exotic blitzes that can be thrown at him. But luckily, the 49ers do not blitz a lot, so he's more concerned as a runner and also a receiver out of the backfield for Geno Smith.
First time that Seattle has hosted Thanksgiving. It's a division matchup with big implications here tonight. The opening kickoff between the San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks from Lumen Field is coming up. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
BetMGM is giving you a chance to be a part of the big game. Place at least $100 on Pro Football Bets Weekly to enter for a chance to win the ultimate trip to Vegas and 2 tickets to attend the big game. Must go to BetMGM.com/touchdown in Vegas for full terms and conditions, including a free alternate method of entry. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York. New and existing customer offer. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years or older to wager. U.S. promotional offers not available in D.C., Mississippi, New York, or Ontario. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER in Colorado, Washington, D.C., Illinois, Indiana, Kansas, Kentucky, Louisiana, Maryland, Mississippi, New Jersey, Nevada, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Tennessee, Virginia, West Virginia, Wyoming. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY in New York. Call 1-800-NEXT-STEP in Arizona. Call 1-800-327-5050 in Massachusetts. Call 1-800-BETS-OFF in Iowa and 1-800-270-7117 for confidential help in Michigan. In partnership with Kansas Crossing Casino and
Black Friday is now a game day. The Dolphins take on the Jets in the first ever Black Friday NFL game. Stream for free only on Prime. Black Friday football. Dolphins versus Jets on the day after Thanksgiving. Coverage begins at 1:30 p.m. Eastern. Only on Prime. Restrictions apply. See Amazon.com/Watch Black Friday Football for details. Sponsored by the NFL.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Brian Radke, Hall of Famer James Lofton back at Lumen Field in Seattle as we get set for the opening kickoff between the Seahawks and the 49ers. Seattle won the toss. They have deferred their option to the second half, so we will see the 49ers offense on the field first. Seahawks will take the field in what they call their action greens, the highlighter green jerseys with the green pants. They have the dark blue helmets with the Seahawks logo on either side. The 49ers, meanwhile, are in the throwbacks to 1994. They have white jerseys with red numbers outlined in black, red stripes on the sleeves, white pants, gold helmets, and the 49er logo is on either side. They're raising the 12th man flag. Blake Snell, the Cy Young Award winner, Washington native, is here, and we are thankful to have you along to cap off a great day here on Thanksgiving.
Ryan, you talked about the uniforms. I've noticed when I go in my closet, I have a lot of throwback clothing.
You didn't bring it out tonight, though. Time for the opening kickoff, sponsored by Northern Tool and Equipment. Get the tools you need for the brands you trust. Start solving your projects today at northerntools.com. We're made for this. Ray McLeod back deep to return the kick. Jason Myers hits an end over in boot. McLeod moving to his right. He's got it at the 1. He's coming out across the 5. Down to the 10, 15 to the 20, 25, squeezing through, stumbling out near about the 29-yard line. And that's where the 49ers will begin here tonight. Brock Purdy, the starting quarterback, just terrific a week ago. A perfect passer rating. He leads the NFL in passer rating and completion percentage. Christian McCaffrey is on pace to have a historic year. He's the starting running back. Deebo Samuel, Brandon Ayuk, the wide receivers. George Kittle is the all-pro tight end. First and 10, San Francisco from its own 29, moving left to right. Ball is on the near side right hash. Purdy lines up in the gun. He's got McCaffrey to his right. 2 receivers stacked left, single man right. Juszczyk in motion from left to right. Low snap, handled by Purdy. Back to pass, throws over the middle. Caught by McCaffrey at the 35. Runs left toward the numbers across the 40. And he's out to about the 43. So Brock Purdy finds Christian McCaffrey. A 14-yard gain. Julian Love on the stop. Good start for the 49ers.
And the 49ers' speed is evident when you watch Christian McCaffrey play, because that time, short little pass over the middle, he catches it going from his right to his left. He outruns Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks, the 2 inside linebackers. That's going to be an issue for Seattle this entire game, keeping up with that speed of McCaffrey out the backfield.
44th catch of the year for McCaffrey. First and 10, San Francisco at the 43. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. 2 receivers left to 1 right. Purdy claps his hands, handles a low snap, fakes to McCaffrey, back to pass, rush coming. Purdy rolling right, loads up, taking a shot deep down the right side. Kittle makes the catch, but he's out of bounds. George Kittle climbing the ladder inside the Seattle 30, caught it, but couldn't get his feet down in bounds. Quandre Diggs shoved him out. It'll be second down and 10.
A little bit of a change for Seattle in these early downs. Jamal Adams, number 33, They're all pro, strong safety, is lined up as the nickel defensive back. He's up around the line of scrimmage, and when he's around the line of scrimmage, he is a huge threat.
He's a guy that can get a lot of sacks and has over the course of his career 21 and a half in his career, most of them on DBs since he came into the league. 2nd and 10 from the 43, 2 receivers right, 1 left, shotgun snap to Purdy, back to pass, looking, throws short, over the middle, juggled, caught across the 50-yard line, getting a shove into Seattle territory, close to the first down to the 48. Going to be about a yard short. That catch was made by Charlie Warner. That's his first catch of the season, just the 9th of his career. It'll leave the 49ers with a 3rd and 1.
Now in this 3rd and 1, the 49ers are doing something very rare. They're bringing a fullback into the game. You don't have a lot of fullbacks around. Kyle Juszczyk is coming in, number 44, and the whole defense is pointing at him going, there he is, the fullback.
Juszczyk offset to the left. McCaffrey is the back. Purdy under center on 3rd and 1. Here's the snap. Handoff McCaffrey. Runs left outside the hash. Picks up the first down inside the 45 and down to about the 43. So a 5-yard run for McCaffrey and a first down for San Francisco.
Having Juszczyk as your fullback is such a unique element because once the season starts, you don't practice against guys one-on-one going real hard. And that fullback is just a different element as a blocker and a receiver out of the backfield.
Juszczyk, 7-time Pro Bowler. They use him in a lot of different ways. He's lined up as a wing to the right side here. Kittle in motion from right to left. 1st and 10, 49ers. They're at the Seahawks 43-yard line. Ball is on the far side, left hash. Purdy under center. McCaffrey is the single back. Here's the snap. Handoff McCaffrey. Runs left. Cuts it back across the 40, 35, 30. Into the secondary. Cuts right 25. Inside the 20. All the way down to the 17. Christian McCaffrey finds a seam and breaks off a 27-yard run. Devin Witherspoon with the tackle. Niners in the red zone, 1st and 10.
Just that instant acceleration, and that instant acceleration is there because there's great movement on the offensive line by the San Francisco 49ers. Everybody's kind of zone blocking toward the left. Christian McCaffrey gaining ground toward the line, picks the hole.
Quick snap, 1st and 10 from the 16. Purdy back on a play fake, rolling right, looking, going to tuck it and run. Purdy along the sideline, wrapped up and thrown out of bounds at about the 14-yard line. Jordan Brooks was able to get him out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 3 for Purdy and bring up 2nd down and 7 for the 49ers on their opening drive. 11:54 to go first quarter.
I'm really interested to see as you're down in the red zone, what do you try and do? Where do you try and hit them? That time they tried a bootleg with guys crossing from left to right. Seattle covered it really well. This time Seattle is a huge zone team, so expect zone coverage and spread them out, try and hit them in between the zones.
49ers will go empty, trips left, single man right, Kittle on the right end of the line. 2nd down and 7, shotgun snap. Purdy back to pass, looking, throws over the middle, caught by Samuel inside the 5, and he's down around the 2. It'll be 1st and goal. Brock Purdy standing tall, finds Deebo Samuel. Bobby Wagner with the stop. Gain of 11, 1st and goal, San Francisco.
In that last formation, to kind of stay away from the cornerbacks and the safeties, you put the fullback out wide, the running back out wide, and now the receivers are inside. So it's almost like 9-man football. Eliminate the corners who are great in coverage and work against the safeties and the linebackers.
Ball resting just inside the 3, 1st and goal. 2 receivers stacked right. Jawan Jennings motions left. Purdy under center with McCaffrey behind him. Takes the snap. Handoff McCaffrey. Runs off the right side. Covers up the football. Gets stacked up at the 2 and driven backwards. It'll go as a gain of a yard. But Bobby Wagner, who's been doing that for 12 years in the NFL, met Christian McCaffrey in the hole. 2nd down and goal from the 2 for the 49ers.
You know, there are some guys who are fortunate to play in the NFL. There are some guys who are meant to play in the NFL. Bobby Wagner is one of those guys that was meant to play in the NFL. Loves the game, loves staying in great condition. Went away for a year on sabbatical, came back from the Rams, still the heart and soul of this defense for the Seattle Seahawks.
Purdy in the gun with Samuel to his right. McCaffrey motions out wide to the right, now back in towards the line. Purdy in the gun, gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Samuel, sweeps left and walks into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a 2-yard touchdown run around the left side, and the 49ers score on their opening drive again. 10:01 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 San Francisco with the extra point try coming up. Nobody has scored more on opening drives this year than the 49ers, and they do it again here on Thanksgiving night.
When you come out of the locker room, you think you have a plan. When you defer the kickoff, you think you have a plan, and then you go against the 49er offense.
Jake Moody on for the extra point. The rookie out of Michigan knocks it through, and the 49ers have taken an early lead. 10:01 to go in the first quarter. San Francisco 7. Seattle will have it when we come back. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Protect your engine better with Syntec Full Synthetic High Mileage Motor Oil, only at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Syntec High Mileage is formulated for today's engines with over 75,000 miles. Now get 5 quarts of Syntec High Mileage and a MicroGuard Select oil filter for just $34.99. Limit supply. Visit O'Reilly Auto Parts for details.
O'Reilly Auto Parts. Do you hear that? That's the sound of holiday joy at the Home Depot, where you can find everything you need to get ready for the holiday season, like all new festive outdoor decor. Spread more joy this season with holiday decor that is uniquely you, like our new 3.5-foot Santa and Elf inflatable, each just $19.98. Available in store and online. Get holiday ready right now at the Home Depot. How doers get more done.
A psoriasis flare-up can make a walk in the park, well, no walk in the park.
It's that obvious, huh? I've tried so many lotions and creams, but I still have symptoms.
So those don't do enough to treat the inflammation beneath the skin, leaving you with those uncontrolled symptoms.
Makes sense, but what else can I do?
You can get real with your dermatologist so they can help you get clear. Make an appointment and, you're already on it.
Hi, yes, I'd like to make an appointment.
Get real clear about psoriasis at letsgetrealclear.com. Sponsored by AbbVie.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off and save an extra $100 on every $800 you spend on select major appliances. And get up to 60% off Thanksgiving Day online-only deals. Because Lowe's knows Black Friday. Appliances offer valid 11/23 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusive supplies. See Lowe's.com for details. Thanksgiving Day offers valid 11/23 on Lowe's.com while supplies last.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by O'Reilly Auto Parts. Think O'Reilly Auto Parts for all of your car care needs. Get the parts and service you need fast from the professional parts people at O'Reilly Auto Parts. Quick start for the 49ers, 9 plays, 71 yards. It took 4:59 off the clock. Deebo Samuel's 2-yard touchdown run gives the 49ers an early 7-0 lead. Seahawks will get it for the first time. D. Eskridge back deep to return the kickoff from Jake Moody. Moody hoping to have himself a good game tonight and then watch his Michigan Wolverines have a big game on Saturday against Ohio State. Battle of undefeateds. Moody with his right hand in the air on the approach. And here comes the kickoff, end over end. Eskridge moving to his left. He's going to take it at the 1. He's coming straight out across the 5. Now to the 10, 15, lane to the 20, 25, 30, 35, 40 at the sideline. Eskridge to the 50, to the 40, and grabbed from behind and dropped around the 35. Eskridge saw an opening and explodes through, and only Darrell Luter prevents a touchdown, a 66-yard return, and the Seahawks have great field position to start with the ball tonight.
That burst right up the middle to the left side just opened up, and not a hand was touched on him until he was tackled. So it wasn't as if he had to elude anybody. This really sets up Seattle really well.
They'll start at the 49er 33, 1st and 10. Geno Smith in the gun, gets the snap, quarterback draw. Smith running out to the left side, chased by Greenlaw. Geno Smith will wisely slide down. It's a good thing to do when Dre Greenlaw is in the area. Gain of 1. It'll bring up 2nd and 9. Smith is starting tonight. Injured his elbow and tricep late in the game last week against the Rams. Did return. There was some question about his status tonight, but he's in there. Kenneth Walker is not, out with an oblique injury, so Zach Charbonnet starts at running back. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett, the wide receivers. Will Dissly is the tight end. 2nd down 9 from the 27. Smith in the gun with 3 receivers right. Charbonnet to his left. Here's the snap. Smith back, throws right side, incomplete. Trying to get it to Metcalf. Charvarius Ward was there to help break it up. And now a 3rd and 9 for the Seahawks.
I've always been a little surprised as I watch DK Metcalf play because he has great size, great sprint speed, that he can't back people up all the time. That time Ward sat on that route, but Ward is on the outside of him, and he's looking through to the backfield, so he's not only watching the receiver, but he's also watching the quarterback, and when that quarterback hitches up, he stops his back foot on drives on the ball. Great job by the cornerback.
Third down and 9, slot right, single man left. Smith in the gun, Charbonnet a wing to the left. Here's the snap. Smith back to pass. He looks. He throws on the left side. Numbers knocked down, nearly intercepted. And there was Ward again, cutting underneath Metcalf. Had his hands on it. Couldn't quite pull it in. Seahawks go 3 and out. They'll have a field goal opportunity for Jason Myers.
DK Metcalf is on the 3-by-1 side. He's the one receiver. There are 3 receivers on the right. He's running a square in, but he doesn't threaten, once again, the corner up the field. He kind of just bends into the route kind of casually, and there's no window for Geno Smith to kind of throw it open. Seahawks have to settle for a field goal attempt.
51-yard attempt for Myers, who missed the gun from 55 last week. Snap spot, kick is on the way, end over end, and it is good. So the Seahawks don't get anything going offensively, but they do get a field goal to capitalize on the long kickoff return, and they are on the board, trailing the 49ers by a score of 7-3. A reminder that for every field goal made tonight and throughout the remainder of the season, Barbasol will make a donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol shaving cream, an American original for over 100 years. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 9:07 to go first quarter. 49ers 7 and the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family. They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Shop Macy's Black Friday specials for amazing deals on gifts they'll love now while supplies last. Like 25% off Nike for him, her, and kids. 75% off fine jewelry. And 10 to 50% off select appliances from Black & Decker, Cuisinart, Instant Pot, and more. Stores are closed today, so shop Black Friday specials at Macy's.com now. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. All season long, you can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app, by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate station's digital platforms. Make AutoZone your end zone. Check engine light on, get a check with a free AutoZone Fix Finder service. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Ryan, I was in attendance in the booth for Westwood One when these two teams met in the wild card match. And one of the notes that I had from the coaching staff for the Seattle Seahawks was to get DK Metcalf involved early. They threw to him twice in the first 3 plays, so he's been involved, but he just hasn't been productive. Hopefully they can get him the ball next time they're out there.
Jason Myers will kick it away to Ray McLeod. He's got it to the goal line across the 5. Down to the 10, angles right 15 to the 20, and he's hit around the ankles and dropped. Nick Ballore getting down on special teams to make that stop. Excellent tackle by one of the best special teamers in the NFL. And the 49ers will start around their own 22, first down to 10. By the way, for Jason Myers, that 51-yard field goal, he's now made a field goal in 26 consecutive games. Matt Stover has the NFL record, 38 straight, so Myers still a little ways away from that.
I read a comment by Steve Young. Field goals keep you from scoring touchdowns.
Not a surprise, a quarterback would say that. First and 10 from the 22. Purdy is under center, takes the snap, gives to McCaffrey, runs left outside the hash marks, and not much. Got a yard, maybe 2. McCaffrey dancing his way forward. He had a very productive opening drive, 3 carries, 33 yards, plus a reception. That's on just a short gain. Bobby Wagner on the stop. And it'll bring up second down at about 8 as they give him progress out to the 24.
One of the things I want to keep my eyes on is how often the 49ers use motion, because when you're on the road and it's loud, it's hard to time that up and allow guys to get off the ball quickly.
Trips right, including Deebo Samuel, who now goes in motion to the left. Purdy in the gun on second and 8. He's got McCaffrey to his left. Here's the snap. Purdy back to pass. Looks, has time, throws, has Deebo wide open. Left side numbers at the 40. Turns outside, stumbles out of an ankle tackle. Takes it all the way across the 45-yard line and out to about the 46. So Brock Purdy, given time, finds Deebo Samuel for a gain of 22. Jordan Brooks on the tackle downfield for Seattle.
So, you know when you go to the gas station and use that squeegee to get the water off your front windshield? The Seattle Seahawks have to squeeze the zones in between, because the 49ers are just going to go down. They're going to find that area, and they got to squeeze that zone in between.
Quick snap, Purdy back on a play fake. Rolls right, plants his feet, throws back left. Samuel wide open inside the 35 and down to the Seahawks 30. Purdy rolling right through, back across his body to the left. Samuel was wide open, picks up 24. Julian Love on the stop. The 49ers offense is humming to begin this game.
So if you're wondering why he can get that open, because you have Christian McCaffrey out short, you have George Kittle out short. So those guys are star receivers. And then you have Deebo and Brandon Ayuk. They're going down the field and they're crossing each other. I don't know how you would stop them unless you can get to the quarterback, and they haven't been able to get close to Purdy yet.
Purdy under center on 1st and 10, receivers left and right. Here's the snap, Purdy back, handoff McCaffrey, runs left, cuts back right across the 25, inside the 20, and McCaffrey down to the 18. A late penalty flag comes in. As it stands right now with a run of 12 for McCaffrey. We'll check on the marker, which was thrown into the defensive secondary near the end of the play. Trey Brown made the stop on McCaffrey.
Offense, number 15.
Trey Blake is our referee tonight. If I heard that correctly, 15. That would be Jawan Jennings, the receiver, holding downfield. Let's see. It's from the spot of the foul. So they're going to bring it back to...
Well, he was right at the line of scrimmage, and he went in to have a force block on Devin Witherspoon, number 21. And when he turned him and kind of hooked him, that's when he got there. He was a little late getting there. You got to be really fast to get in and to get that what they call the first force. You're looking for the first force player.
Yeah, I thought it was further downfield because of where the flag came, but you were all over it, James. Right there, just 2 yards beyond the line. So move it back to the 38. It'll be 1st and 18 for San Francisco. 7-3, 49ers lead, 6:35 to go in the first quarter. 49ers out of the huddle sack, 2 receivers right, single man left. Purdy in the gun, he's got Kittle to his right, now shifts him to the left, and Purdy's going to take time. 49ers couldn't get lined up properly. Kyle Shanahan was also signaling for a timeout. Purdy does as well, and we will step aside with 6:30 to go here in the first quarter. It's the 49ers 7 and the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get 20% off select fresh cut Christmas trees and play our instant win game early for a chance to win the $10,000 Lowe's e-gift card grand prize. Trees valid through 11/24. In-store only. Actual tree size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Spin to win. No purchase necessary. Starts 11/24. Ends 11/25 at 4 a.m. Eastern. Residents of 50 U.S. D.C. 18 or older and age majority. Void where prohibited. See official rules at LowesGoldenGable.com/rules. Sponsor Lowe's.
We all love to follow the pros. And when it comes to selling online, the pros trust Shopify. New Era, Allbirds, Untuckit, Skims, even Mattel. They all sell with Shopify because Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. And it's not just the big brands. Millions of businesses are boosting their sales with the same legendary Shopify checkout. Start selling like the pros and sell with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at Shopify.com/football.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps?
Done.
And drop off these packages?
Sure thing, honey.
Oh, and get the tracking info.
Got it.
But you haven't moved.
I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickups, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. And great shaves start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. For whatever your day brings,
Start it off right with the American original, Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Barbasol. Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth in Seattle, along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. Tackle your to-do list with Grainger. From locker rooms to plant floors, Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. 6:30 to go first quarter, 49ers 7, Seahawks 3. Already 121 yards of offense for San Francisco, just 1 for Seattle.
But if you're a Seattle fan, this is why you come to the game. 1st and 18. You're going to get loud. You're going to help your team get over the hurdles that they've been facing in this first drive and a half, and you're going to help them get off the field.
They have no problem getting loud in Seattle. 2 receivers stacked right, single man left, Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his left. 1st and 10 from the Seahawks 38, shotgun snap, Purdy back to pass, looks right, looks left, throws short, over the middle, caught by McCaffrey around the 35. He is met immediately and driven backwards. That'll go as a gain of 4 to the 34. Jordan Brooks was the first man to hit him. And now it'll be a 2nd down and 14 for San Francisco. Brock Purdy, the perfect passer rating a week ago. He was 21 of 25, 333 yards, 3 touchdowns in that game. He is open tonight, 6 of 7 for 83 yards. 2nd down, 14, ball to 34 of Seattle. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Purdy rolling right. Being chased. Looking for an angle. Purdy's going to fire deep down the field for the end zone. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Jawan Jennings. He was locked up with Julian Love. Jennings may have run out of bounds. The official's hat is off down there, and now it'll be a 3rd and 14.
You know, a little pressure early up the middle. The defensive end who was on the left side looped under the tackle, so they got in Purdy's face, forced him out of the pocket to the right, and he only had 1 receiver down there, and that ball was not thrown that far off target. So impressive throw, but now this 3rd and 13, time for the 12s, the Seahawks fans, to get loud and get some edge pressure from Darrell Taylor and Bafe Moye on the outside.
49ers need the 20 for a first down. It's 3rd and 14. Purdy in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass, screen, left side McCaffrey, wrapped up and dropped. Nowhere to go for McCaffrey. He caught it at the 40 and was drilled right there. Jamal Adams leads the charge, had a bunch of friends behind him just in case. It's a loss of 6. That takes the 49ers out of field goal range. So Mitch Wishnowsky will come on to punt. And DJ Dallas stands back around his 5-yard line. Wishnowsky will try to pin the Seahawks deep in their own territory. Here's the snap. Wishnowsky hits an end-over-end punt. Dallas signals for a fair catch, moving to his right, and he's got it right around the 6-yard line. And that's where Seattle will start, a 34-yard punt and no return. 5:01 to go in the first quarter. 49ers 7, Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in store for savings on top quality pieces. Get up to $40 off cowboy boots for men and women. $20 off select work boots and select children's boots for under $50. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to spend with family, but we look forward to seeing you Black Friday weekend for our biggest sale of the year. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Give them a Steel. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Steel Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $30 on the GTA 26 battery-powered garden pruner. Visit your local Steel dealer or go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Real Steel. Find yours. Now $149.99 was $179.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
All right, so there we were, cruising through the new open-air zoo, when I realized that the park was closing in like 15 minutes. Luckily, we were in my Nissan Rogue. With its powerful VC turbo engine, well, we had time to see all the animals. Whoa! And outrun a few!
Drive the Nissan Rogue. Every 40 seconds, a child is reported missing. Find the Children is a nonprofit organization dedicated to helping find missing kids. You can be a part of their mission by donating your unwanted car. Call 1-800-775-5622. You'll receive the maximum tax deduction, and we provide fast, free pickup. Call 1-800-775-5622. Donate your unwanted or unused car. Call 1-800-775-5622. This advertisement was paid for by Cars R Us and Find the Children.
COVID-19 can keep you on the sidelines. If you're more likely to get very sick from COVID, ask your doctor if prescription oral treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer. Seahawks down 7-3, 5:01 to go in the first quarter. They'll start this drive at their own 7, 1st and 10. Seattle running just 3 plays the first time they had it. Geno Smith, a 1-yard run, and then 2 incompletions to DK Metcalf. See how the Seahawks do with their second time of the ball. Zach Charbonnet in there at running back, lines up to the left of Geno Smith, who's in the gun. 3 receivers to that left side. Jackson Smith-Njigba now in motion to the right. Smith waits on the shotgun snap. Motion Smith-Njigba back in towards the line. Gets the snap, handoff Charbonnet, dancing outside the right hash. Gets away from the muck and is able to work his way forward just across the 10-yard line. So Zach Charbonnet picks up about 3 on the play. That'll bring up 2nd and 7. Nick Bosa with the tackle.
You mentioned Bosa there, and one of the interesting things that the 49ers do when they huddle up, Bosa stands in the middle. So all of a sudden, he can go either way, and I think the tackles are going, hope he goes the other way, hope he goes the other way.
Bosa reunited with his buddy Chase Young, coming over from Washington at the deadline. 2nd down 7 from the 10. Smith under center, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Smith back, stumbles, falls near the goal line, and the Niners dive on top of him. He was going for a play-action fake. He tripped and fell, and fortunately for him, stayed out of the end zone. Touchdown at the 1. It's a loss of 9 to Sean Gibson. Got in there to touch him down.
And officiating crews are very generous as to when you're down. And he was down, didn't try and get up, but right there about a ball length away from being a safety. Now what you've got to do, you've got to try and get the ball out of your hands quickly so that you don't have holding, which would be a safety called in the end zone.
3rd down and 16, shotgun snap. Smith back, dumps it short over the middle, caught by Dallas, running right. He gets across the 5, and that's about it. Wrapped up at the 6. All kinds of white jerseys there to run him down. Warner, Greenlaw, others in there as well. Gain of about 5 on the play, and the Seahawks will punt. Smith tripped over Charbonnet as he was going back. And you got to think, James, they just probably haven't worked together a whole lot, especially with Geno not practicing much this week.
And you want that rookie to be ready at every turn and everything that all the veterans have been doing in front of him. Not an easy job to handle.
Michael Dixon punting out of his own end zone. It's a high, wobbly punt. Ray McLeod running up, signals fair catch, and he's got it at the Seahawks' 45-yard line. So not a very long punt by Michael Dixon, and the 49ers will have good field position. It's a 43-yard punt and no return. Don't miss all the NFL action of the first ever Black Friday game on Amazon Prime Video, where the Miami Dolphins meet the New York Jets. You can also hear the Black Friday game right here beginning at 2:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app, or online at westwood1sports.com.
Every time I hear about the Black Friday game, I think I need to go out and buy something before I get to watch it.
You do! That's the point!
Or I can sit at home and just get on my computer and buy something, too.
That's the great thing about Amazon. You can watch the game. You can do your Christmas shopping. It's all in one for you, James. We're just trying to make things easy for you.
I appreciate that.
49ers 1st and 10 at the Seattle 45. 49ers went right down the field on their opening drive, scored a touchdown, looked destined for points on their last drive, but on 3rd and long threw a screen to McCaffrey that the Seahawks had snuffed out, turned into a loss of 6, and they had to punt. 7-3, San Francisco on top. 3:02 to go first quarter. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. 2 receivers left, single man to the right. Purdy brings Samuel in motion from the left, takes the snap, turns, hands off McCaffrey, runs left along the hash across the 40, 35 to the 30, and he's down to the 29. Boy, just all kinds of running room for McCaffrey. He picks up 16 and a 49er first down. Quandre Diggs with the tackle.
You know, I talked about Jamal Adams, number 33, crowding the line of scrimmage. Sure, he's up near the line of scrimmage, but because the 49ers are doing what I call body on body, everybody's on somebody. So nobody's loose and ready to tackle at the second level. That's another big run for Christian McCaffrey.
6 carries, 53 yards for McCaffrey. First and 10 from the Seattle 29. Here's a handoff. Samuel runs right. He wants to throw, plants his feet, looking, and now will just throw it away incomplete. Seahawks did a good job. Handed that to Samuel. He wanted to throw it to Ayuk down the field, but the Seahawks had it covered up. And so Samuel wisely just gets rid of it with Bobby Wagner in the area. Second down and 10.
Now, he waited till the last minute to get rid of it. He did not get the protection afforded that a lot of quarterbacks get. He got walloped out of bounds. He's a physical guy, so it's not a big deal for him. But he took a big shot from Bobby Wagner.
But how many times do you see wide receivers that will just step out of bounds and lose 4 or 5 yards? He had the presence of mind to get rid of it.
He didn't worry about his passer rating.
That's right. 49ers out of the eye on second and 10. Here's a toss play to Samuel, who was lined up as the eye back. He runs between the hash marks, and he's down to about the 26. So that'll be a gain of 3 and bring up third down and 7. Boy, Deebo Samuel involved in the passing game and the run game. Boye Mafe with that tackle. Third down here for San Francisco. 49ers 6th in the league this year converting third downs. It's been a real problem spot for the Seahawks defense. Their opponents are converting 44% of the time. That's 29th in the league.
And you would think with the edge rushers that they have in Darrell Taylor and Mafe that they'd be able to get some pressure, but you also need to get pressure up the middle in the quarterback's face.
Twin receivers left and right. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. Here's the snap. Purdy back to pass. Looks left. Throws left. That is caught by Samuel, or by Jennings rather. Trying to shed tacklers. Turns inside. Dives, and he's going to be close. He might have the first down. Jawan Jennings caught that at about the 22. Made a couple of spin moves. Able to get out of an ankle tackle and dives to the 19. It will be a gain of 7, and it will be a first down. What an effort by Jennings.
Jennings does not get a lot of touches. He came into the game with 13 receptions, but he is such a reliable guy and such a reliable guy on third down because you know he's probably going to get single coverage. The double coverage is not going to go for Jawan Jennings. Made the most out of that play right there.
49ers back in the red zone. First and 10 from the 19. Here's the snap. McCaffrey gets the handoff, runs left just inside the numbers, and he crashes his way forward to about the 18-yard line. Not much there for McCaffrey on first down. Jaron Reed, free agent from Green Bay, back in Seattle, made the stop. That'll bring up second down and long. Second down about 8.5 as we tick down to 30 seconds remaining here in the opening quarter.
You know, John Lynch and Kyle Shanahan are joined at the hip, and they're on the same page a lot of times. When they went out and traded for Trent Williams back in the 20 season, they picked up a guy who's probably going to be in the Pro Football Hall of Fame.
10-time Pro Bowler, 2-time All-Pro. Second down, 8 from the 17. Purdy in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass. Purdy looking, rush coming. Purdy moving right. He's wrapped up by Wagner. Flips it ahead to Kittle. Makes the catch, and Kittle is able to get forward down to about the 16. Wagner had Purdy all wrapped up, and as he was going to the ground, he just flipped that ball to George Kittle, and the 49ers get something out of nothing. It turns out to be a 1-yard completion. It'll set up third and 7 when we come back. End of the first quarter here in Seattle. With the score, the 49ers 7 and the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
You can do it all by yourself, baby girl. What's your name? Let me talk to you. Let me buy you a drink.
Build your drink? Quick, the quicker picker-upper. Bounty picks up spills quicker, and each sheet is 2 times more absorbent, so you can use less than the leading ordinary brand. So you can get back to your night. Bounty, the quicker picker-upper.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0577 to learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0577 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0577 today. That's 888-665-0577 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Welcome back to Seattle along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. Our score is the 49ers 7 and the Seahawks 3. The start of the second quarter is sponsored by Prize Picks, the #1 daily fantasy sports app. Ready to test your skills? Join the Prize Picks community. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details. Well, the 49ers had 148 yards of offense in the first quarter, James. The Seahawks, none. And yet, it's only a 7-3 game.
So that none is not good. That's what you're telling me?
Yes, that is not good. Third down and 7 from the 16. Purdy will line up in the gun. 3 receivers right, 2 left. McCaffrey, who had been wide to the right, motions into the backfield. He'll stop on Purdy's left hip. Purdy lifts that right leg. Wants the shotgun snap. He's got it. Back to pass. Looks right. Looks left. Bouncing in the pocket. Steps up. Avoids the rush. Purdy looking to run, and he'll be taken down by Bobby Wagner around the line of scrimmage. Well, just nowhere to go that time for Purdy. Avoided the initial rush, but there was 54 waiting again.
In the end zone.
There is in the secondary. Let's see if this is going to cost Seattle.
Illegal contact. Defense, number 22. 5-yard penalty, automatic first down.
That's against Trey Brown, and it gifts San Francisco a first down, James.
You know, it's such a difficult penalty against the defense, and I love defensive players. But he was trying to ask Kittle out for a date because he kept hugging him, I guess.
He had him all wrapped up for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not illegal contact. That's an illegal hug, a hug and hold. So 5-yard penalty. Now the 49ers have it first and 10. Ball right around the 11.5. Here's the snap to Purdy. Back to pass. Purdy looks, throws over the middle, caught by McCaffrey, and he's down close to the 5-yard line. Purdy again given time, just settles in, finds McCaffrey for a gain of 5. Jordan Brooks on the tackle. Second down and 5 coming up for San Francisco. The 49ers can get a first down just inside the 2.
Yeah, the uniqueness of McCaffrey. I mean, the leading rusher in the National Football League and one of the 3 guys in NFL history to have over 1,000 yards rushing and 1,000 yards receiving. Did it back in 2019. Joined Marshall Faulk and Roger Craig of the 49ers.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Purdy under center on 2nd and 5. There's a handoff. McCaffrey runs outside the left hash, ducks his shoulder, and he gets down to about the 2. Looks like he's going to be just short of the first down. Tackle made by Julian Love. And now it'll be a 3rd and short. Jordan Brooks was in there as well for Seattle. 3rd and about a half of the football for San Francisco.
So this will be my last trip down memory lane because I just mentioned Roger Craig from my era. Jerry Rice held the record for most consecutive games with the 49er touchdown. I'm pretty sure he wasn't totally happy when McCaffrey broke it, but he's accepting of it. Christian McCaffrey is wonderful down near the goal line.
McCaffrey obliterated that record. 3rd down, half a yard, handoff McCaffrey, runs left, powers into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey dives in from 2 yards out. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season, his 15th touchdown overall, and the 49ers extend the lead to 13-3. Boy, he went right through defenders down on the goal line, just powering his way in. And that'll bring on Jake Moody for the extra point. Here's the snap spot. Kick is on the way from Jake Moody, end over end, and it is good. Let me correct myself. It's the 10th rushing touchdown for Christian McCaffrey.
So we were just talking about Jerry Rice, so anybody would think receiving touchdowns at that point.
10th rushing touchdown for McCaffrey. He's got 5 receiving, and the 49ers have a 14-3 lead with 13:11 to go in the first half. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in store for savings on top quality pieces. Get up to $40 off cowboy boots for men and women. $20 off select work boots and select children's boots for under $50. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to spend with family, but we look forward to seeing you Black Friday weekend for our biggest sale of the year. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Some days I cover up because of my moderate to severe plaque psoriasis. Now I'm hitting the road with clearer skin thanks to Skyrizi, Risankizumab Riza, a prescription-only 150 milligram injection for adults who are candidates for systemic or phototherapy. With Skyrizi, 3 out of 4 people achieved 90% clearer skin at 4 months. And Skyrizi is just 4 doses a year after 2 starter doses.
Don't use if allergic to Skyrizi. Serious allergic reactions and an increased risk of infections or a lower ability to fight them may occur. Before treatment, your doctor should check for infection and tuberculosis. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms such as fever, sweat, chills, muscle aches, or cough, or if you plan to or recently received a vaccine.
Thanks to Skyrizi, there's nothing on my skin, and that means everything. Your doctor today about Skyrizi, the #1 dermatologist-prescribed biologic in psoriasis, and visit skyrizi.com or call 1-866-SKY-RIZZI to learn more.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get 20% off select fresh-cut Christmas trees and play our instant win game early for a chance to win the $10,000 Lowe's e-gift card grand prize. Trees valid through 11/24. In-store only. Actual tree size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Spin to win. No purchase necessary. Starts 11/24. Ends 11/25 at 4 a.m. Eastern. Residents of 50 USDC, 18 or older, and age majority. Void where prohibited. See official rules at Lowe'sGoldenGable.com/rules. Sponsor Lowe's.
Next week, NFL players are wearing customized cleats in honor of the causes they support through My Cause, My Cleats. Visit NFL.com/MyCauseMyCleats to hear player stories, bid on their custom cleats for charity, and learn more about how they're making a difference in their communities. 13:11 to go in the first half. 14-3, 49ers on top. Officially goes as a 1-yard touchdown run from McCaffrey to cap off a 9-play, 45-yard drive. And now Jake Moody with an end-over-end kick. Eskridge moving to his left. He's got it a yard deep in the end zone. He'll drop to a knee, and the Seahawks will start 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line. Well, this, James, is exactly what the Seahawks wanted to avoid, getting into an early hole against San Francisco.
And they had the opportunity when this game started to take the ball.
Nobody takes the ball anymore.
When did that happen?
I don't know, but nobody takes the ball anymore. Everybody defers.
I wouldn't kick it to a dangerous offense to start the game.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Geno Smith under center. Charbonnet is the back. 1st and 10 from the 25. Seahawks moving from the left to right. Here's a handoff to Eskridge, sweeping around the right side across the 30, and he's pushed out of bounds up around the 35-yard line. The Amador Lenore threw him out of bounds. Seahawks fans wanted a flag. They're not going to get it. It's going to be a first down run, I believe, for Eskridge right at the sticks. Depends on where the nose of the football is. They've got it touching the 35, so it will be a gain of 10 and a first down.
Well, he touched him in bounds, and then he pushed him while he was going out of bounds. So you've got to guard that sideline. You can't give the offense the opportunity to just turn and go up because they'll continue to run.
2 receivers left, single man right. Smith in the gun, 1st and 10 from the 35. Back to pass, looks, throws right side. That one is intercepted. The 49ers think they have it, and they do. It is picked off, and it's Ambry Thomas. He jumped in front of the route and picked it off. His first interception of the year, and the 49ers will take over. The undercut Tyler Lockett got his hands on it, was trying to hang on, and James, it looks like he had a knee down in bounds.
And we had already seen hints of this because DK Metcalf, they were sitting on his route. So they've decided that unless there's pocket movement, if Geno Smith is thrown from the pocket, we're going to sit on the route because they're not trying to throw over the top of our head without moving Geno Smith in the pocket.
Just a second career interception for Thomas, first since he was a rookie back in 21. And the 49ers will take over at the Seahawks 42-yard line, 1st and 10, leading 14-3. Niners offense right back out there. Boy, they have just dominated so far in this game. Purdy will line up in the gun. He's got Elijah Mitchell now to his right. Receivers left and right. Tight end in motion from right to left is Warner. Purdy waits, has the shotgun snap. He'll hand off to Mitchell. Runs to the left hash. Turns his back. Spins his way down to the 40-yard line. Gain of 2. Jaron Reed wrapped him up. That'll bring up second down at 8. Elijah Mitchell, the third-year man out of Louisiana. Doesn't get a whole lot of touches. Kyle Shanahan doesn't like to take Christian McCaffrey off the field all that much. Mitchell getting a turn here.
So, Ryan, what would you say? That Kyle Shanahan is an elite play caller, or does he have elite players? Or is it all of the above?
I think it's all of the above. I think it all works in concert. Second down, 8 from the 40. Purdy lines up under center. Mitchell in motion from left to right. Fake the handoff to Samuel. They'll swing it out to Mitchell on the right. He's got no blockers in front of him, and he's dropped back at the 44. Jamal Adams was right there. That'll go as a loss of a couple on the play. And now third and long coming up. Officially a loss of 3. That's the second time we see the 49ers try to go to the edge, and the Seahawks defense has been all over it.
Oh, and the 49ers, with their screen game, it's not just drop back in the pocket and then let guys come towards you. It's use some motion, use some movement to make it look like something else, and then go to a screen. Jamal Agnew wasn't fooled at all.
Third down 11 from the 43. 49ers trying to get something out of this. Jennings in motion from right to left. Purdy is back in the gun. Here's the snap. Purdy back to pass. Steps up in the pocket. Purdy hit from behind, and he's dropped at the 44. It's a sack. Darrell Taylor, you've been talking about him all night, James, got home and brings down Brock Purdy, and the Niners will get nothing out of the interception. Mitch Wishnowsky will punt it away.
Now, you may think they're getting nothing out of it, but what they're doing is they're getting field position. They're going to now pin back the Seattle Seahawks, hopefully for the 49ers, inside the 10-yard line. If I'm DJ Dallas, I'm going to back up to about the 6 or 7, let this ball go over my head, and maybe tumble into the end zone.
Wishnowsky hits a spinning punt that bounces at the 5, and the Niners are going to down it around the 2. Boy, a great job by that punt team to get down there. I think it might have been Samuel Womack who caught it, and then before going into the end zone, threw it back to a teammate. Wishnowsky executes, and the Seahawks will start backed up at their own 2-yard line. It was Womack who threw it into the hands of Ronnie Bell. 10:29 to go in the first half. It's the 49ers 14, the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
I have diabetes. I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
I have asthma. I'm at risk, too.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine, a Pfizer vaccine that can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
The holiday season is right around the corner, so give the gift that's hard to wrap but easy to give. Give them a Steel. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Steel Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $20 on the BGA57 battery-powered blower. Visit your local Steel dealer or go to steelusa.com/gift guide. Real Steel. Find yours. Now $179.99 was $199.99 MSRP. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
10:29 to go, second quarter. 49ers 14 and the Seahawks 3. Well, on this Thanksgiving, the NFL is celebrating the life and legacy of the great John Madden. All the players on their jerseys tonight are wearing a patch with John Madden's silhouette. The coin toss for all the Thanksgiving games. Heads was the Madden silhouette. Tails was a six-legged turducken. And James, John Madden is synonymous with the NFL, but especially the NFL on Thanksgiving.
He really is. And when you have been around the NFL for a long time, you go back to John Madden as a coach and his antics on the sideline. And it's funny, Al Davis had a theory that he only wanted his head coaches to coach about 10 years. And that's how long Madden lasted on the sideline. Then he took this the act to the booth, and he was even more successful there.
Seahawks will start at their own 2. First down and 10. They trail 14-3. Smith under center. Charbonnet is the single back. Here's a handoff. Charbonnet hit at the 1. He is going to be able to get out of the end zone. Got back to the line of scrimmage. Fred Warner was waiting for Zach Charbonnet. No gain on the play. That'll bring up second down and 10. We talk about Bobby Wagner. He's been doing it for a long time. One of the best. Fred Warner, pretty good one, too, for the 49ers.
Yeah, you could substitute Fred Warner in for one of the top middle linebackers in the National Football League also.
Quick snap. Smith back to pass out of his own end zone. Taking a shot deep left side for Metcalf, and he did not make the catch. He was out of bounds. He was able to secure the football, but he stepped out of bounds, did not get a second foot down. Charvarius Ward was in coverage. It'll bring up third down and 10.
If I'm coaching DK Metcalf every day, what I drill him on is you are the biggest, strongest guy on the field. You cannot get pushed out of your comfort zone. At practice, there's a red line 6 yards from the boundary on the sideline. From the outside edge of the numbers to the sideline is 12 yards. Right in the middle. You try and work those go routes as close to that red line as possible. That last one, DK Metcalf, were all the way on the ladder. Nobody can throw you the ball open on the ladder.
Shotgun snap to Smith, back to pass, throws right side, caught by Metcalf on the slant at the 10 to the 11, and is driven backward. He's going to be a yard short. They needed 10. He got 9. Ward led the charge, got some help from Fred Warner. It'll be 4th and 1, and the Seahawks will punt it away. By the way, it was a good call looking at the replay. Metcalf's heel stepped down out of bounds on that deep ball. That time tried to get forward to the sticks, but couldn't quite do it. And now Seattle will punt. Ray McLeod back deep to return the kick from Michael Dixon. 7th in the NFL in both gross and net average. Here's the snap. Dixon gets it away. It's a spinning kick. McLeod has room. He backs up. He has it around his own 39. Runs to his right to the 40, trying to turn the corner. And he can't do it. He gets to about the 42. Seahawks fans and sideline asking for a flag. And now one is thrown very late after the play. John Radigan made the tackle. 50-yard punt, 3-yard return. We'll see about the flag that was thrown after the play was over. Fans wanted a flag for a block in the back on D. Winters, who got into Brady Russell. The officials are having a long discussion here about whether this was an illegal block in the back.
There's no foul for a legal block in the back.
So I was on a team in Green Bay once where we had a special teams coach who brought in on the overhead projector and had all these names up. Smith, Johnson, Wilson, Jennings. He said, if you can read these names here, if you read them in the game, don't block the guy in the back. Come on.
Good way to do it. I think the officials made the right call there. It looked like Winters, first of all, he had both hands out to the side, and it looked like he got his shoulder into Russell, but did not hit him in the back.
You can read the name.
Well, they've got to get the chains redone here. They had the ball back around the 37. It's at the 42, the 49ers' own 42, where they will start 1st and 10. 9:10 to go in the first half. 14-3 San Francisco. Brock Purdy is 11 of 13 for 87 yards. Deebo Samuel, 3 catches, 56 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 9 carries, 61. Samuel lines up in the backfield. Now McCaffrey motions into the backfield. Lined up in the pistol behind Purdy. Samuel slides out to the left. Here's the snap. Play fake. Throw down the middle. Ayuk wide open at the Seattle 45. Takes it inside the 40 and down to the 36. Bobby Wagner with the tackle. Boy, you were talking about how much the 49ers give you to look at. Brandon Ayuk was wide open for 22.
And so imagine this as you're sitting there listening to us. Deebo Samuel goes in motion. And so he's the short receiver. And then the guy who is in the deep area is Ayuk. And you go, okay, which one am I going to cover if I'm the corner? I'm supposed to cover the short guy, but I know this other guy is behind me. And you're just caught in that dilemma, and they do it from different motions and shifts.
From the Seahawks 36, 1st and 10, shotgun snap, Purdy on a play fake. Looking, throws left side, incomplete. Trying to get it to Ayuk. He was covered up. Just a 3rd incompletion for Purdy. And that'll bring up 2nd and 10. Later on, we'll select the defender of the game, sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union. Proudly serving the armed forces, the DOD, veterans and their families. Learn more at NavyFederal.org.
I love Purdy's response to when they talked to him about the perfect passer rating. He goes, how do they calculate it? No, nobody really knows.
Well, you're the Stanford guy. You're going to explain it, right?
158.3. I don't know where that is perfection, but maybe somewhere.
2nd down and 10. Here's a handoff to McCaffrey up the middle, and he's got nowhere to go. Boy, he was met and thrown down. Is that going to draw a flag?
He threw him down nicely.
Leonard Williams.
He was thankful he was able to tackle him.
I guess. No flag on the play. Gain of about a yard. It'll be 3rd and 9 now for the 49ers from the Seattle 35-yard line.
That's Leonard Williams' second big play. He was involved in that screen play that they tried. So he's been involved in 2 plays where Seattle's been able to stand up and not allow the 49ers to score points. 49ers hustling to get in position right now. Kyle Shanahan is thinking about using a timeout.
2 receivers left and right. Play clock at 2. Purdy in the gun. He's got the snap. He's back to pass. Rush coming. Purdy throws right side. That's caught at the 6. First down. Purdy able to find George Kittle just inside the 25 at the 24. Adams in coverage made the stop. It's a gain of 11 and a 49er first down.
These great tight ends that we're watching around the NFL have a little wiggle at the top of their routes. When I was a coach with the San Diego Chargers, we had Antonio Gates, who had a great wiggle at the top of his routes. And you get to about 8 to 12 yards and you shake and wiggle. And that defender doesn't know which way you're going, but the quarterback is able to read it and throw it away from the defender. Nice job by Purdy and Kittle on that last play.
Purdy in the gun on 1st and 10 from the Seahawks 24. Here's the snap. Purdy back to pass. Looks, throws down the middle for Ayuk. He juggles it. It's incomplete. Ayuk was running around the 5-yard line. Witherspoon might have gotten a hand in there. 2nd down and 10.
Witherspoon, coming out of Illinois, is a cornerback, slot player, safety, nickelback, everything that you'd want in a secondary player. He's like the best kid on your high school football team. He moves around in different locations, and he's been good every spot that the Seahawks have tried him at.
Man, he was beat and just blindly stuck his hand out there and got a piece of the football.
No, he has eyes in the back of his head.
Oh, that's what it is. 2nd down and 10. Here's a toss to McCaffrey. McCaffrey runs in between the hash marks, and he's down to about the 20-yard line. So a gain of 4. Wagner again in on the stop. It'll be 3rd down and 6. Clock moving. 6 minutes, 30 seconds to go first half. 14-3. 49ers on top. 3rd down and about 6 here for San Francisco. Niners tonight are 3 of 5 on 3rd down. We mentioned this has been a real problem for the Seattle defense trying to get off the field. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. 2 receivers left. Ayuk is inside Samuel. Now McCaffrey will motion out wide to the left. Single receiver to the right. Purdy lifts that right leg. Waits. Gets the shotgun snap. Back to pass. Blitz coming. Purdy steps up. Throws over the middle. Caught by Samuel at the 15. Down to the 10. And diving his way to the 8. 1st and goal, San Francisco. Purdy steps up and finds Deebo Samuel for 12.
At the end of that run, after he caught that ball going from right to left, there were 2 linebackers. Bobby Wagner, Jordan Brooks, number 54, number 56. One of the things I used to hear my running back coach say, dodge 1, split 2. He was talking to the running back. That time, he split both of them. So he didn't even dive, go down to the ground. He runs like a running back.
49ers out of the eye on 1st and goal from the 8. Toss it to McCaffrey, running left. Waits for a lane to open up. Finds one, cuts right to the 5. Spinning his way towards the goal line. And in! Touchdown 49ers! An 8-yard touchdown run from McCaffrey, his 2nd of the game, and it's now 20-3 San Francisco. 5:11 to go in the first half. My goodness, that's as good as it gets from Christian McCaffrey, one of the best in the game.
Seahawks, their frustration level is at a high right now. You can see guys coming out off the field. They can't believe what just transpired in that last drive.
Jake Moody is on for the extra point. Wisnowski will hold. Tabor Pepper will snap. Snap is perfect. Ball down. The kick from Moody is up. It is right down the middle and good. And with 5:11 to go in the first half, it's now the 49ers 21 and the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in store for savings on top quality pieces. Get up to $40 off cowboy boots for men and women. $20 off select work boots and select children's boots for under $50. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to spend with family, but we look forward to seeing you Black Friday weekend for our biggest sale of the year. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
BetMGM is giving you a chance to be a part of the big game. Place at least $100 on Pro Football Bets Weekly to enter for a chance to win the ultimate trip to Vegas and 2 tickets to attend the big game. Must go to BetMGM.com/touchdown in Vegas for full terms and conditions, including a free alternate method of entry. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to play responsibly. Visit BetMGM.com for terms and conditions. Must be 21 years of age or older to wager and physically present in New York. New and existing customer offer. All promotions subject to qualification and eligibility requirements. Rewards issued as non-withdrawable bonus bets. Bonus bets expire 7 days from issuance. If you or someone you know has a gambling problem, help is available. Call 877-8-HOPE-NY or text HOPE-NY 467-369. BetMGM and GameSense remind you to gamble responsibly. Visit the BetMGM GameSense website at mgmresorts.com/GameSense for information on setting limits, guidance on odds and probability, and resources for problem gambling support. Plus, you can learn strategies and get tips on how to gamble more responsibly, discover the symptoms of problem gambling, and find out whom to call if you need help anytime, anywhere. Stay safe and have fun with BetMGM and GameSense. Please gamble responsibly.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth in Seattle, along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. Give your team an edge with Grainger. You'll find supplies and solutions for every industry, plus fast delivery and 24/7 support when you call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. 21-3, 49ers have the lead. 5:11 to go in the second quarter. 8-play, 58-yard scoring drive. Christian McCaffrey with an 8-yard touchdown run. It's his second touchdown run of the game. It's his 11th of the season. The 49ers have 16 first downs to 1 for Seattle and have outgained the Seahawks 215-19. Moody will kick it away to D. Eskridge. Moody kicking from right to left. There's a high end-over-end kick. Eskridge will have a chance to return. Running up, has it to the 7, straight ahead across the 10, out of the 15, 20, 25. And he's able to get out to about the 28-yard line before he is tackled there. Was Darrell Luter with his second special teams tackle of the game. And now the Seahawks, in desperate need of some offense, will start with 5:07 to go here in the first half.
What they have to make sure that they do in this little bracket here is protect Geno Smith, because the 49ers know that they're going to throw the ball. And they're going to really come off those edge rushers. You got Chase Young out there and Bosa out there. You got double duty on the outside for the tackle.
Smith in the backfield. He's got 3 men back there with him, all off to his right. Here's the snap, fakes the handoff, back to pass. Smith looking, going deep, down the left side, trying to find Metcalf, and it's incomplete. That ball thrown well out of bounds, and again, Charvarius Ward with good coverage on Metcalf. Second down and 10.
What you saw right there, the simplicity of that play. You keep in extra guys to block. You only have 2 guys out in the route. A go route, it's almost like we're at the park on Thanksgiving Day. Go deep. I've been eating too much turkey. I can't get to the ball. And it doesn't look like there's a plan to really attack the 49ers defense once you got down by 21, because you thought you'd be able to run the ball early in the ball game.
Second down and 10. Smith in the gun. Twin receivers left and right as it gives to Charbonnet. Charbonnet runs just along the left hash, and he's dropped at about the 32-yard line. That'll be a gain of 4. And bring up a third down and 6. Javon Hargrave, the free agent from Philadelphia, made that stop. Now, DK Metcalf targeted 5 times. He has just 1 catch for 9 yards. Geno Smith is 2 of 7 for 14 yards. And that pick by Ambry Thomas. Third down and 6. 3 receivers to the right, single man left. Smith in the gun, DJ Dallas to his right. Now the Seahawks changing the alignment over on the right side. Play clock at 4. Here's the snap, and flags go down. I don't think everybody was set.
False start. Offense, number 70. 5-yard penalty. Third down.
Well, that'll go against Jason Peters in his 20th year out of Arkansas. So back it up 5 yards, make it 3rd and 11. A reminder, you can watch NFL Network and Westwood One announcers Rich Eisen and Kurt Warner Sundays at 9 a.m. Eastern on NFL Game Day morning, only on NFL Network. So 3rd down and 11. Seahawks will go with 2 receivers split wide to the right, 2 receivers tight to the left. Smith in the gun, DJ Dallas is left. Jackson Smith and Jigba, the rookie, goes in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Smith back to pass. He's looking under pressure and sacked back at the 20-yard line. The 49ers get home. It was Hargrave that leads the charge, and the Seahawks will punt it away. And James, you were just talking about it. You get into a situation, the Niners know you're going to throw. Those guys up front are just rubbing their hands together, waiting for their opportunity.
And you know when the offense is out there, the quarterback's not really scared. He's concerned, and he had to be concerned that time because Bosa and Young were lined at the defensive tackle position, not at the end position.
Dixon, a high spiraling punt, driving Ray McLeod back inside the 25, has it around the 22, gets out of an ankle tackle, cuts back to his left, avoids another tackler, avoids a third, and then gets drilled out of bounds by Julian Love right at about the 25-yard line. 59-yard punt, 4-yard return, and the 49ers will have it at their own 25 when we come back. With 3:09 to go in the second quarter, San Francisco 21, Seattle 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
That's the ease at which you get information. You want it, you get it. Like that. Ask your phone. Group chat. Smartphone. You're always connected and informed in real time. No waiting. So if you're diabetic and still using finger sticks to read your blood sugar, what are you waiting for? Knowing your blood sugar levels instantly is important for managing diabetes. Call US Med at 888-665-0577 to learn more about continuous glucose monitors, a real-time instant method to track your blood glucose. US Med is an approved provider for Medicare and over 1,000 private insurers. And the best part? Call 888-665-0577 and we'll give you a free insurance benefits check today. So call 888-665-0577 today. That's 888-665-0577 and manage your diabetes as easy as...
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this voicemail from Leah.
Jake from State Farm. Listen, so sometimes I like to nibble on licorice and pretend I'm a teeny mouse, chewing through wires.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
We all love to follow the pros. And when it comes to selling online, the pros trust Shopify. New Era, Allbirds, Untuckit, Skims, even Mattel. They all sell with Shopify because Shopify has the best converting checkout on the planet. And it's not just the big brands. Millions of businesses are boosting their sales with the same legendary Shopify checkout. Start selling like the pros and sell with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/football.
A reminder to stay with us for the Thanksgiving night NFL halftime report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. Scott Graham will recap games 1 and 2 of our Thanksgiving Day triple header coming up on the Wendy's halftime report. Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 biggie bundles are here, limited time only during breakfast hours. Well, it's been all San Francisco so far at 21-3 49ers with 3:09 to go in the first half. 49ers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25. 3 rushing touchdowns for the 49ers, 2 from Christian McCaffrey, 1 from Deebo Samuel. Brock Purdy is 14 of 18 for 132 yards. 49ers out of the huddle will bunch 3 men to the left. McCaffrey split to the right. Samuel is in the backfield. Here's the snap. They hand off to Samuel. Sweeping right, looking for a lane. Can't find one. Wrapped up and dropped for a loss back around the 20. That was Devin Witherspoon. He grabbed a hold of Deebo Samuel's ankle and would not let go. Loss of 5, 2nd down and 15.
I'm getting a little chuckle out of that play, and the reason being, you mentioned Christian McCaffrey split out wide right. That's the guy who was supposed to block. So now he realizes how tough it is on the wide receivers getting that block one-on-one on the outside when the sweep is coming in that direction. So he's more appreciative of them now.
And he'll line up in the backfield this time. Receivers left and right. Kittle on the left end of the line. Juszczyk to the right. 2nd and 15, Purdy under center, back to pass. Sets his feet, looks, steps up in the pocket. Purdy moving to his right, looking, floats it down the right sideline. Leaping grab, no, out of bounds. My goodness. Deebo Samuel going high, caught that ball, but just could not get his feet down in bounds. Julian Love in coverage, and now it'll be 3rd and 15.
So good initial coverage down the field by Seattle. So they kind of picked it up after that first play where they put him for a loss. Now they have a chance to get off the field, have a 2-minute drive to get in the half, and kind of finish this half the way that they'd like to if they can prevent the 49ers from picking up a first down right here.
Niners will go with trips to the left. Ayuk is the single man to the right. Purdy in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. Here's the snap. Purdy pumps, hands off to McCaffrey, straight up the middle across the 25, and he's out to about the 27-yard line. So McCaffrey picks up 7, but he's well short of the first down. Quandre Diggs with the tackle, and the 49ers will punt the ball away. But first, we have reached the 2-minute warning. Sponsored by First Alert. Help protect your home and family by installing First Alert smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level and in every bedroom of your home. Protect your moments with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com. 49ers 21, Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Your home, your family, your moments. First Alert is reminding you to be prepared and install smoke and carbon monoxide alarms on every level in every bedroom of your home. Don't forget to add First Alert fire extinguishers on every level, plus the kitchen, and know how to use them. Protect your moments and your home with safety you can trust by visiting firstalert.com and Lowe's stores today.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get 20% off select fresh cut Christmas trees and play our instant win game early for a chance to win the $10,000 Lowe's e-gift card grand prize. Trees valid through 11/24. In-store only. Actual tree size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Spin to win. No purchase necessary. Starts 11/24. Ends 11/25 at 4 a.m. Eastern. Residents of 50 U.S. D.C. 18 or older and age majority. Void where prohibited. See official rules at Lowe'sGoldenGable.com/rules. Sponsor Lowe's.
Selling online is a lot like football. You need guts. You need stamina. You need conversion. Touchdown! And Shopify is the best converting checkout on the planet. Now, we're not just talking 2-point conversions. Shopify's checkout converts up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. So whether you're just starting out or scaling up, score more sales with Shopify. Start your $1-a-month trial today at shopify.com/football.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Catch it all this season with NFL Plus. NFL Plus brings you live games on mobile, NFL Red Zone, NFL Network, game replays, and more, all in one place. Sign up today at plus.nfl.com. Terms and conditions apply. Well, 2 minutes to go in the first half. 21-3 San Francisco. Seahawks are about to get the ball back. James, you just get the feeling like they really need something positive to happen going into the locker room.
They do. When they decided to kick at the beginning of the first half, they knew they'd get the ball coming out, so they got double duty right here.
DJ Dallas to return the punt from Wisnowski. It's an end-over-end kick. Dallas coming up. He's got it. The 30. He muffed it, and Dallas trying to dive on it. The ball is still loose. There's a pile-up. It looks like the 49ers have it. Let's see. There's a big pile around the 23. It is 49er football. Nothing else could go wrong for Seattle in this first half. My goodness. Dallas had that ball go right through his arms. And then as he reached down to pick it up, he got hit and lost it again, and the 49ers recover. It looks like there's an injury down at the bottom of that pile. Kobe Bryant for the Seahawks, who just came off IR, had a shot at that one, but couldn't come up with it. Charlie Werner is the man that knocked it away as Dallas was trying to recover it off the ground.
Ronnie Bell came out of the pile, the rookie out of Michigan. So does that mean Michigan, Ohio State? Does that lean any way, one way or the other?
You're looking for hidden meaning behind this now?
Hidden meaning everywhere.
There is a 49er that is down. Trying to see who it is they're taking a look at. I think that's George Odom. It is. Odom, who came over from Indianapolis last year, really good special teams player, was an all-pro back in 2020 on special teams. He's able to get up and jog to the sideline, and now the 49ers will take over at the Seahawks 22. Pete Carroll and his guys are looking for the reset button in this game. First down at 10. McCaffrey lines up as the single back. Purdy goes under center. Two receivers stacked right, including Juszczyk, who now motions into the backfield. Slides to the left. Here's the snap. Toss to McCaffrey. Cuts back right inside the 20. And Christian McCaffrey just bullies his way forward down to about the 17-yard line. Gain of 5. Leonard Williams on the stop. Second down and 5. Clock moving. 1:30 to go. And, of course, the 49ers, they're in no hurry now. They'd love to just run this thing out.
They may not be in a hurry right now, but when they run a play, there seems like there's more movement along the line of scrimmage with the shift, with the motion finishing up, and that offensive line really comes off the ball, firing off the ball. So they've been knocking the Seahawks back almost each and every run play.
49ers have 2 timeouts. Purdy under center on second down and 5. Receivers left and right. Samuel in motion from the left. Here's the snap. Handoff McCaffrey straight ahead. Runs into the pile, and this time can find no room. Maybe got a yard to the 16. Leonard Williams again leading the charge. Third down coming up. Clock moving down to 50 seconds to go. And now a timeout will be taken.
Pete Carroll a little frustrated. He was yelling from the sideline that he wanted a timeout, but it was a little loud in the stadium. So he had to walk out onto the field to get that timeout call.
See if they put some time back on the clock. COVID-19 keep you on the sidelines. If you're more likely to get very sick from COVID, ask your doctor if prescription oral treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer. Clock right now at 51 seconds. It'll be a third down and 4 for the 49ers from the Seahawks 16.
Okay, so if you're in the Seattle huddle and you got a third down, who do you think is the go-to guy?
That's the problem, right?
All of the above. Once again, Kittle, Deebo Samuel, Ayuk, Christian McCaffrey out the backfield, Juwan Jennings. Any one of those guys could be a guy that they go to with the ball.
Purdy in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, swings it out right side. Samuel is there, makes the catch, cuts back inside, gets over the 15 to the 14-yard line. That's going to leave him shy of the first down. Witherspoon made the tackle. See what the 49ers want to do here on fourth down. Clock is moving, 34, 33 seconds, although now they're going to stop it. They're going to put more time back on the clock, I would think. Seattle called their second timeout. The ball is just across the 14-yard line. So the 49ers need about a yard and a half for a first down. Right now, the offense is staying out there. What do you do, James, if you're Kyle Shanahan? You going to go for this on fourth down?
Well, you have so much momentum right now. 3 points, not a big deal. I talked about the fact that Steve Young came out and said 3 points, this keeps you from winning games. You need touchdowns, and you really do think about touchdowns in this league. And I think that's why there's such a big push on quote the analytics to start going for things on fourth down. But you also just got to feel it in your gut whether or not your team can pick it up.
Niners 4 of 7 on third down this year. Offset eye behind Purdy. McCaffrey is the running back. Purdy changing something at the line. Crowd gets loud. Play clock down to 3. Purdy maybe trying to get him to jump. Yeah, the play clock just ran out. There goes the flag. Unless Kyle Shanahan called timeout.
He was there early, yep.
Timeout. San Francisco.
Well, the 49ers wanted to see if they could get a free first down. Now they'll talk about it, see what they want to do, if they want to leave the offense out or bring the field goal team out, and it looks like it's going to be a field goal. Well, tomorrow it's the first ever NFL Black Friday game where the Miami Dolphins take on the New York Jets. Stream for free. Kickoff is at 3 p.m. Eastern. Dolphins, Jets on Prime Video or right here on Westwood One. I guess Kyle Shanahan, he doesn't want to give Seattle a chance to get that stop and have that be their positive momentum going in, so he's going to bring Jake Moody out and try to tack on 3.
Well, I was right behind him once as we were checking into a hotel, and they asked him, did he want the free breakfast or did he want the points? He took the points.
I should have seen that one coming. Jake Moody from 32. 16 of 19 on the year. Here's the snap. Ball is down. Moody's kick is on the way, and it is good. And so the San Francisco 49ers tack on 3, and they have a 24-3 lead. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America. Close Shave Barbasol. They put time back on the clock. 39 seconds to go in the first half. It's the 49ers 24 and the Seahawks 3. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just one dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Selling online is a lot like football. You need guts. You need stamina. You need conversion. Touchdown! And Shopify is the best converting checkout on the planet. Now, we're not just talking 2-point conversions. Shopify's checkout converts up to 36% better than other leading e-commerce platforms. So whether you're just starting out or scaling up, score more sales with Shopify. Start your $1 a month trial today at shopify.com/football.
A reminder to join us Saturday, December 9th for Westwood One's exclusive coverage of the Army-Navy game presented by USAA. John Sadak, Roz Tucker, and Tina Servasio bring you all the tradition, pageantry, and excitement from Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. It's the 124th Army-Navy game presented by USAA beginning at 2 p.m. Eastern right here on most of these same Westwood One stations. For more information or to listen to the live stream for free, log on to westwoodonesports.com. 24-3 San Francisco, 39 seconds to go in the first half after the muff punt, 4 plays, 8 yards. Jake Moody, the 32-yard field goal. And now Moody will kick it away. Eskridge standing a couple of yards deep in the end zone. He had a 66-yard return earlier in the game. And over end kick here, Eskridge will take it at the 1, straight ahead to the 5, angles left to the 10, to the 15, to the 20, just across the 20-yard line. And he gets out to about the 23, maybe the 24, and with 34 seconds showing on the game clock and 1 timeout, the Seahawks will take over down by 21. Demetrius Flanagan Fowles made the special teams tackle. Well, we'll be looking at screen or draw here to see if you can get something positive if you're the Seahawks.
You know, it's crazy. A lot of these players right now just want to get in the locker room and warm up.
3 receivers right, 1 left. Smith in the gun with Charbonnet to his left. Jackson Smith and Jigba motions outside the numbers on the right. Smith back to pass, looks, throws over the middle, caught by Metcalf across the 30. He's grabbed around the neck and pulled down at the 34-yard line. Tackle made by Diamador Lenore. They're going to mark him just a yard short. Seahawks get lined up inside 20 seconds to go. Smith takes the snap, back to pass, throws left side. That one's caught by Noah Fant, the tight end, and he's shoved out of bounds by Greg Greenlaw up across the 40-yard line. That'll stop the clock with 14 seconds left. First down, Seattle.
Seattle has one timeout, so you could launch something down the middle of the field, try and hope for a pass interference call. A lot of times, that's the most effective play in this period right here because those defensive backs, they're thinking, trying to keep everything in front of them, and when you start to go by them, they may grab or reach out.
Jason Peters limping off. Stone Forsythe is in at right tackle. Trips right, single man left, shotgun snap to Smith, back to pass, looks, throws right side, caught by Tyler Lockett, turns to the sideline, and is shoved out of bounds by Ambry Thomas across the 50 into 49ers territory. They've got him just short of the first down, 9 seconds remaining on the clock. Seahawks still have that one timeout.
Okay, that was a 5-second play right there. So you're right. They need the 35-yard line, which would be a 14-yard gain, and that type of throw. So the 49ers defensive backs are almost camped out about 10 yards deep, just trying to keep everything in front of them, like I said.
Shotgun snap. Here's a slant left side, caught by Metcalf, and he's down to the 35, and the Seahawks take time with 4 seconds left. Charvarius Ward on the stop, gain of 14, so there you go. You said they needed the 35. That's exactly where Metcalf got. And now the field goal team will come out. Jason Myers, who hit from 51 earlier, will try to give Seattle something on the positive side of the ledger. Going into the locker room, this will be a 53-yard attempt for Myers. 33 of 50 in his career from 50-plus. He's 4 of 7 this year. He missed from 55 in the gun last week that would have given Seattle a win in L.A. and kept them tied with the 49ers atop the division.
So the 49ers, with their one timeout, will try and wait. Kyle Shanahan lined up right next to the official, and he's going to call timeout to kind of cool the kicker here.
And there is that timeout call before the snap. Seahawks went ahead and snapped it anyway. Jason Myers did not kick it. He went through his entire motion, but did not actually make contact with the football. So we'll give Myers a little more time to think, and then he will get his 53-yard attempt to try to make this a 24-6 game, a half that has been dominated by the 49ers, and the 2 turnovers for Seattle. Look, this is what the 49ers have done. I mean, coming into the game tonight, second best in the NFL in turnover margin, +10. They're +2 tonight.
It was interesting. When they lost those 3 games back-to-back against Minnesota and Cincinnati, they had 2 turnovers in each one of those games. And against Cleveland, where they lost again, they were 3 out of 12 on third down. So 2 areas where you want to be good at, they were not good in those 3 ball games.
Myers is ready to try from 53. Here's the snap spot. The kick from Myers is on the way. It's moving to the right. It is no good. He missed it wide to the right. There's a flag down. All kinds of pushing and shoving. Cleveland Ferrell is in the middle of it for the 49ers. There's a penalty flag down at the 30-40-yard line. That kick from Myers missed wide to the right, but hang on. Let's see what the flag is.
And Stone Forsythe has his helmet off. The only thing I can think of is those old toys, those Rock'em Sock'em robots, where the helmet will come flying off.
Pete Carroll is out right in the middle of the officials' conference, inside the numbers.
If it's a dead ball penalty, it would take place on the following kickoff.
Oh, man. Forsythe, I don't know who that was. It might have been Javon Kinlaw, who was kind of up in the air, and Forsythe flipped him over, and Cleveland Ferrell took exception to that.
Well, New York will look at that. That's not an acceptable play at all.
Ferrell was kind of sitting on the back of one of the interior linemen, and they flipped him back over. The 49ers are jogging to the locker room. You hear the booing from the Seattle fans. The officials are still talking about this, but the Niners have said the heck with it. We're going inside. Some of the Seahawks are moving that way as well. Here's Trey Blake.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, defense, number 78. This 15-yard penalty will be enforced in the opening kickoff of the second half.
He said defense, it's offense. He's calling it on Forsythe. And so that will be the end of the first half. A disaster of a first half for Seattle. A brilliant first half for the 49ers. They dominate from start to finish, James, and will take a 21-point lead to the locker room.
And this is the 49ers team that the Seahawks did not want to face.
That's the end of the first half with the score, the 49ers 24, the Seahawks 3. When we return, Scott Graham rejoins us from our studios with the Wendy's halftime report. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Honey, can you swing by the post office and grab some stamps?
Done.
And drop off these packages?
Sure thing, honey.
Oh, and get the tracking info.
Got it.
But you haven't moved.
I know. How great is that?
This holiday season, the Postal Service is closer than ever with convenient ship-from-home services like label printing, free package pickup, and delivery notifications. You can send more holiday joy from the comfort of home. The United States Postal Service, delivering for America. Ship from home at USPS.com/holidayjoy.
Wake up not knowing what you want? Now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of our delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg with cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. The choice is all yours, not somebody else's. Get breakfast just the way you want it with Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Welcome to the Thanksgiving NFL Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can choose the pair you want. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price. Once again, here's your host, Scott Graham.
From our Westwood One studios, we've reached halftime in Seattle, and the San Francisco 49ers totally dominant in that first half of play. Seahawks with just 56 total yards. They only had 15 before the last drive that got them a field goal attempt that missed wide to the right. San Francisco sitting on top of a 24-3 lead at the break. Earlier today, game number 2 of our Thanksgiving tripleheader taking place in Dallas, with the Cowboys taking on the Washington Commanders for the 11th time on Thanksgiving Day historically. Dallas with 8 wins in the series on Thanksgiving Day, and today they had themselves a lead until Sam Howell got in from 1 yard out to cut into that lead with 1:51 left to go in the first half. What that meant was that Washington was back within 14-10 in the ball game, and it looked like they had some momentum swinging into halftime. Dak Prescott got his team down the field in just 5 plays. It only took 1 minute and 25 seconds, and Dallas had taken that touchdown right back.
Pollard in the backfield. Out of the gun. Hand off to Pollard. Zigzags into the teeth of the defense, and he pinballs in. Touchdown, Dallas. He bounced off Percy Butler and broke the plane 26 seconds before halftime. And Dallas doubling up Washington 20-10. Spectacular plays in sequence.
John Sadak, the call right here on Westwood One. Dallas then took that 20-10 lead not only into halftime, but into the fourth quarter. Washington was hanging tough but couldn't get on the board, and that is when Dallas kicked it into another gear offensively. This was a big day for Dak Prescott. He went 22 for 32 with 331 yards and 4 touchdowns, throwing 2 touchdown passes in the fourth quarter, and then Sam Howell threw a touchdown pass the other way, which turned out to be a historic moment.
Howell out of the gun, fades back, throws left, tight, picked off, sprinting down the sideline, Deron Bland. He's got a man to beat. He does, and a second, he's in for a pick 6. It's a record. Deron Bland, 62-yard run back, his 5th pick 6, a first in NFL history, and an exclamation point on a blowout in this Thanksgiving game. It's 44-10.
Bland tied that record just 4 days ago. It took him only 4 days to stand alone. 5 pick 6s in the same season. And remember, Dallas Cowboys still have some time left in this season. That was also the cherry on top of the sundae as Dallas wins this game by a score of 45-10. Afterwards, Bland asked how it feels to set that record.
Great, especially on this day, just to be another thing to be thankful for. It means a lot, That was one of my biggest things, just show the kids back home, if you can do it. Whatever it is you put your mind to, you can do it.
On the other side, Sam Howell, who was the leading passer in the NFL coming into the weekend, threw for 300 yards, but he did not throw a touchdown, and also that pick 6. After the loss, Ron Rivera watching his team see a season slip away.
we're in a game and we're fighting, we're battling, we're scrapping, and then we just basically lost control of it in near the latter part of the third quarter. And it's just one of those things. You got to make some plays. You get into a fourth down situation, don't make a play, and that's tough.
Washington ran 25 more plays than the Dallas Cowboys did today. They walk out on the wrong end of a 45-10 score. Our halftime score right now in the nightcap, the third of our triple header, San Francisco 24, Seattle 3. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
At Lowe's, you can save big on DeWalt tools, tough enough to take on even the most demanding jobs. Right now, buy one DeWalt 20-volt max brushless drill kit or impact driver kit for just $99. And there's more. Save over $20 on the DeWalt Tough Grip 110-piece screwdriver set. Was $49.98, now only $25.98. Because Lowe's knows tools, Lowe's knows pros. Valid through 11/29 while supplies last. Selection varies by location.
The Chase Ink Business Premier Card is made for people who make things happen, like me. I'm Sam, founder and CEO of Manifest, a product design company that makes everyday products designed smarter. I get 2.5% cash back on purchases of $5,000 or more, plus unlimited 2% cash back on all other purchases, which helps us make more smart ideas into a brilliant reality.
The Ink Business Premier Card. Learn more at chase.com/business premier. Chase for business. Make more with yours. Real business owner compensated for their participation. Account subject to credit approval. Restrictions and limitations apply. Cards are issued by J.P. Morgan Chase Bank. Any member FDIC.
Lowe's knows how to save pros time and money. Right now, save $200 on a DeWalt miter saw, now just $399. And there's more. Save $100 on a DeWalt table saw, only $299. Visit us in-store or online for more deals you can't beat. Because Lowe's knows savings. Lowe's knows pros. Selection varies by location while supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. See sales associate for details. Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get up to 45% off and save an extra $100 on every $800 you spend on select major appliances. And get up to 60% off Thanksgiving Day online-only deals. Because Lowe's knows Black Friday. Appliances offer valid 11/23 while supplies last. Selection varies by location. Savings vary based on purchase amount. Exclusions apply. See Lowe's.com for details. Thanksgiving Day offers valid 11/23 on Lowe's.com while supplies last.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
21-point lead for the 49ers at halftime in Seattle. Our day began in the Motor City. The Detroit Lions hosting the Green Bay Packers. Detroit coming in with an 8-2 record, the second best in football. And coming into this game, turned out to be a tale of two quarterbacks and the type of days they had. Jared Goff, who is normally pristine at Ford Field, was not today. He actually had a strip sack fumble of his, returned for a touchdown in the first quarter, and that stretched a surprising Green Bay lead to 20-6. Detroit tried to get closer and got back within 9 in the second half, but then it was another Jared Goff fumble that left the Packers with a short field and a chance to cash in.
Third down and 3 at the Detroit 16. Shotgun snap for Jordan Love. Right-hander looks to the end zone left side, has an open man. It's caught. A touchdown. Green Bay. In the back left corner of the end zone, it's Christian Watson, the second-year receiver. And the Packers extend the lead at Ford Field, Detroit on this Thanksgiving. It's Green Bay 29, Detroit 14, 3:30 to play in the third, and what a throw and catch.
J.P. Shadrick right here on Westwood 1. That turned out to be Green Bay's final score of the game. They would win it by a score of 29-22. Take a look at this game from Jordan Love's perspective. It looks pretty good. Now, this is a guy that the Packers have tried to be very patient with this year as he continues to grow into what he's doing. He was 22 out of 32 today for 268 yards, 3 touchdowns. Most importantly, no interceptions. And he says throughout this process, as Green Bay's gotten back to 5 and 6, they've never doubted themselves.
You know, we don't flinch. Obviously, just going through the season so far, we've had some close losses. And like I said, just the way everybody shows up every week, continues to work, continues to show up on Sunday, Thursday, ready to play is huge. And obviously, once we get into the game, we know it's going to be a fight, 60 minutes, and we know we're not going to flinch.
Just looking at the passing line numbers for Jared Goff on the day, you'd think not bad. 29 out of 44 for 332, 2 scores, no interceptions. But he put the ball on the turf 3 times, 2 of them resulting in Green Bay Packers scores. The Lions fall to 8-3. Dan Campbell, the Lions head coach, giving all the credit to the opposition.
Look, they showed up, and they played really well. And that's this league, I mean, they're very much in the hunt for the division, no different than anybody else. And they're not just going to, quit fighting. So, they put it up, and I didn't have my guys ready to go. That's the bottom line.
So the Detroit Lions, an opportunity for a coronation game inside the division. We'll have to wait until next week as they fall, as we said, to 8-3 on the year. This has been the Thanksgiving NFL Halftime Report on Westwood One, sponsored by Wendy's. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can choose the pair you want. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo single item at regular price. Our halftime score, a dominant game for the 49ers. They lead Seattle 24-3. When we return, Ryan Rackey and James Lofton will have the second half kickoff. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Technology lets you stream an infinite amount of reality TV.
Want to watch True Crime Baking Challenge?
Nah, let's do Psychic Soccer Moms. But to streamline your organization's data management, you need more than technology. You need CDW experts who can consolidate and manage all of your data in one unified experience with a flexible HPE GreenLake platform, so you can innovate and make decisions faster.
Let's just watch this.
Previously on Meatballs and Muscle Cars.
HPE makes data transformation possible. CDW makes it powerful. Learn more at cdw.com/HPE.
Discover, this is Daniela.
Hi, it's Jennifer Coolidge. I just want to thank you for making me feel so special. I earned cash back on debit for my dinner party groceries.
That's great, but with Discover Cashback Debit, we give everyone cash back on everyday purchases. Anything else I can help you with?
Do you like asparagus and mushroom sorbet? I've got leftovers.
Introducing Discover Cashback Debit, a checking account with cash back. It pays to Discover. Eligibility and terms at discover.com/cashbackdebit. Discover Bank, member FDIC.
Ryan Radke, James Lofton back at Lumen Field in Seattle. Halftime. 49ers on top of the Seahawks 24-3. Let's check the halftime stats. Sponsored by Indeed. You don't need a job platform. You need a hiring partner. Indeed lets you schedule and conduct virtual interviews all from one place. Start at Indeed.com/credit. Well, the 49ers outgained the Seahawks 225-56 in the first half, and most of those 56 yards came on that end of the half drive for Seattle. Brock Purdy was 15 of 20 for 134 yards. Christian McCaffrey, 15 carries, 87 yards, 2 touchdowns. Deebo Samuel also had a touchdown run. He had 5 catches for 70 yards. Geno Smith, 6 of 11, 55 yards, no touchdowns and a pick. D. Eskridge was the leading rusher, 1 carry for 10 yards. DK Metcalf, 3 catches for 32 yards. 49ers 4 of 8 on third down. Seahawks 0 for 4. 49ers had the ball for 22 minutes and 30 seconds in that first half. And James, the Seahawks will get the ball to start the second half, and I guess Pete Carroll could look at his guys and say, fellas, we can't do any worse than what we just did in those first 30 minutes.
Well, when you go through a beatdown like the Seahawks just did, and when you're on the sideline, I was watching it before they went in, the receivers all go to one area, the running backs another area, the offensive line, the linebackers, everybody has their own little area that they go to where they sit on the bench and they discuss what happened. But there's nobody available to go from unit to unit to kind of pick the other unit up and say, hey, come on, guys, because there was no unit that really stood out and played well, whether it was the defensive back, D-line, the running backs, or the wide receivers. Nobody did an exceptional job in that first half. So Pete Carroll had to find some magic to get his guys motivated to come out and play in the second half.
Time for the second half kickoff, sponsored by Boot Barn. Boot Barn celebrates the values of honesty, hard work, ingenuity, and perseverance, proudly offering a piece of the American spirit. Boot Barn, keep west. Well, because of the penalty on Forsythe at the end of the first half, the 49ers will kick off from the 50. Both DJ Dallas and D. Eskridge are standing inside the 5. Eskridge on the far side of the field, Dallas on the near side.
You just kick this one through the end zone. You don't give the Seahawks a chance for a big play. And you don't even allow them to fair catch it where they're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line either way.
I was going to say, in the past, James, we might have seen that short pop-up kick, but now with the fair catch rule, that doesn't really do you any good. So you might as well just kick it into the stands.
And with the cover guys not being able to run up with the kicker either, you can't really get down the field quickly enough.
So, Moody with it teed up right in the middle of that Seahawks logo at midfield. Will take his steps. Looks to his left, looks to his right, and he will kick it away from our right to our left, and Moody does drill one towards the uprights. And the Seahawks will have it at the 25-yard line, first down and 10. So looking to get something going offensively. Pass game wasn't working, run game wasn't working. Now down 24-3. There's 30 minutes left, James. Is there a part of the offense here you have to say, stay patient?
Well, a couple things. You go, what happened? Why did it happen at halftime? Was it assignment error, or were we getting beaten physically? I'd much rather think it was assignment error, maybe some bad calls, but you don't want to admit you were getting beaten physically.
Charbonnet is the running back. Two receivers right, one left. Smith under center, takes the snap. Handoff, Charbonnet runs left. He takes it outside the hash marks. He's across the line of scrimmage out to about the 27. So that'll go as a gain of 2. Bring up second down and 8. Nick Bosa on the tackle for the 49ers. Jason Peters, who jogged off late in the first half, is on the bench getting his arm and shoulder looked at. Shotgun snap to Smith on second and 8. Back to pass, throws over the middle. That's caught across the 40, over the 45, and out near midfield is the tight end, Will Dissly. So Geno Smith hooks up with Dissly. He takes it all the way out to the 48-yard line, a gain of 21. And the Seahawks needed that. Tayshaun Gibson on the stop.
Nice little play action, a sharp throw, a quick inside slant.
There's a draw, handoff to Charbonnet running straight ahead across the 50 into 49er territory, inside the 45 at the 44. There's an 8-yard run for Charbonnet. Dre Greenlaw with the stop. They'll bring up second down. They call it a gain of 7 at the 49, so second down and about 3.
And Seattle going no huddle straight to the line of scrimmage.
Two receivers right, one left. Smith in the gun. Motion Charbonnet to the right, takes the snap, now hands it off to Charbonnet. He cuts back left toward the hash marks, and Charbonnet looks like he has the first down as he takes it across the 42, close to the 41. The Seahawks trying to get something going here up tempo, establishing a little bit of a rhythm. Javon Hargrave on the stop. Ball to 41, first down and 10. Two receivers right, one left. Smith in the gun, gets the snap. Back to pass, taking a shot deep down the left side. DK Metcalf has it knocked away by Charvarius Ward. Boy, they've gone to Metcalf down that left sideline a couple of times. And that time, Charvarius Ward got a hand out there to swat it away. It'll be second down and 10.
We all remember Shaquille O'Neal as a basketball player. He was a little bit bigger than most centers, so he'd get pushed around a little more and would never get foul calls. And I think the same thing happens to DK Metcalf sometimes. Get hands on him late, but because he's so big, he doesn't get those penalty flags.
Shotgun snap on second and 10. There's a pass over the middle that is caught. That's Dissly again. Actually, it's Bobo, I think. It is Jake Bobo, who gets taken down at the 35-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6. And bring up third down and 4. Gibson on the tackle. They need to get to the 31 for a first down. So Jake Bobo with his first catch of the night. Made the team as an undrafted free agent. Spent time at Duke and UCLA in college.
So let me see. The Seattle Seahawks chose to kick off when the game started.
Correct.
Now they get the ball. They're coming out, and they look great so far in this half.
Third down and 4. Metcalf in motion from right to left. Smith in the gun. Takes the snap. He's back to pass. Looking right. Looking middle. Wrapped up and sacked. The pocket collapses around him as Nick Bosa gets home. It's the 4th consecutive game that Bosa has a sack. 6.5 sacks on the year. Loss of 7. 4th and long for Seattle.
The big stat that we all looked at coming into this game was how well, or how poorly actually, the Seahawks had managed on third down. And that was it in a nutshell right there. Not able to protect Geno Smith to give him time. He didn't have time to take a look, so he just had to protect the football.
0 of 5 on third down in this game, 30th in the league coming in. And now Michael Dixon is on to punt. Flags fly as the play clock ran out. Seahawks is trying to give themselves a little more room.
And San Francisco has to say, do we want it or we do not want it? Because you're just trying to back this up.
Offense. That penalty has declined. So, 4th down.
Kyle Shanahan says, I'm not going to give you the 5 yards that you wanted. Boy, Nick Bosa starting to come on statistically, James. It was a very slow start in terms of statistics for Bosa this year.
The right tackles and left tackles don't want to hear that.
Yeah, because they have their hands full with him on a weekly basis. Here's the snap to Dixon. It's an end-over-end punt. Ray McLeod moving to his right inside the 10. Will let it bounce at the 5, takes a high hop, and is downed at the 4. So the 49ers will start backed up on their first drive of the second half. Artie Burns got down there to grab that one out of the air. And the 49ers will have it for the first time in the second half when we come back. 11:34 to go third quarter, 24-3 San Francisco. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Hi, come here, quick.
What is it?
Shh, check it out. All these highly rated wines are under $20. Total Wine must have made a mistake.
Nope, they always have the lowest prices. Oh, remember that amazing rosé your sister brought over last week? See, it's right here.
Whoa, that's a low price. I mean, whoa, that's a low price.
With the lowest prices for over 30 years, you'll always find what you love and love what you find. Only at Total Wine & More. Drink responsibly. B21.
At Novavax, we want to make sure you have all the facts. And the fact is, there are different types of COVID-19 vaccines available. So if you're thinking about getting an updated vaccine, ask your doctor or pharmacist about the options available to you so you can make an informed choice. Find out more at WeDoVaccines.com. That's WeDoVaccines.com. This message was brought to you by Novavax.
Amazon's got the best deals on Black Friday. Oh, the best deals are on Cyber Monday. Friday comes first when it comes to saving. Monday's worth away from what you've been craving. Feels so good, it'll feel like stealing. Real cool message, could you make it less appealing? What's with the beef? You can get that too. Why don't you call us? What's triggering you? Whichever day you're shopping on, you'll save a bunch at Amazon. On Black Friday, Cyber Monday too.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Let's take a moment to appreciate our sweet children, loving grandparents, and eternal soulmates. Now let's use them to save money on wireless. Because with the Straight Talk Silver Plan, you get 4 lines for just $25 a month with unlimited data and no contracts. So add those human pawns, loved ones, and save money. Thanks, kids. They're finally worth it. Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Get 4 lines on Silver Unlimited for $25 per line per month, plus taxes and fees. For data management practices and additional terms, visit straighttalk.com.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth in Seattle, along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. Huddle up with Grainger to get more done. Grainger offers supplies and solutions for every industry. Call, click Grainger.com, or stop by one of over 250 branch locations. 11:34 to go third quarter. 49ers 24, Seahawks 3. San Francisco gets the ball for the first time in the second half at their own 4-yard line. Moving right to left, first down and 10. Purdy under center with 2 receivers left. McCaffrey is the single back. He's 5 yards deep in the end zone. Now Juszczyk motions into the backfield. Now he'll head back to the right side of the line. Purdy falls back into the gun. McCaffrey to his right. Here's the snap. Purdy back out of the end zone. Throws over the middle. Incomplete. Trying to get it to Samuel, who was open at the 10, but the throw was too high. And that'll bring up second down at 10.
About a month ago, the Seattle Seahawks traded for Leonard Williams, and what they needed was more pressure on the inside, another big body to slow down the rushers on the offense. So he's in the middle. He's got to really perform well. That time they had a look that Brock Purdy didn't like to run against. He tried to throw against it, but he had pressure from Leonard Williams right up the middle.
2 receivers left, I formation behind Purdy, who's under center on second and 10. Now again will fall back into the gun. McCaffrey moves to his right. Here's the snap. Purdy back, looking, throws over the middle. Tipped, intercepted, picked off by the Seahawks. Jordan Brooks is running back the other way into the end zone. Touchdown Seattle. An 11-yard pick six for Jordan Brooks. And the Seahawks get the big play they desperately need. 11:23 to go third quarter. It's now 24-9 with the extra point try coming up. And finally, this sold-out crowd has something to cheer about in Seattle.
You had that pressure, Leonard Williams in the face, Jaron Reed, number 90, stacked right behind him. He got his hands on the ball, and Jordan Brooks is going, hey, I'm going to look sweet running in the end zone with this ball.
He did, too. High-stepping his way into the end zone. Extra point try from Myers is up and good. And the Seattle Seahawks have pulled to within 24-10 with 11:23 to go in the third quarter. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
The Black Friday weekend sale begins this Friday at Boot Barn. Visit us in store for savings on top quality pieces. Get up to $40 off cowboy boots for men and women, $20 off select work boots, and select children's boots for under $50. We're closed Thanksgiving Day to spend with family, but we look forward to seeing you Black Friday weekend for our biggest sale of the year. Boot Barn. Unwrap the West.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this voicemail from Leah.
Jake from State Farm. Listen, so sometimes I like to nibble on licorice and pretend I'm a teeny mouse chewing through wires.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
The holiday season is right around the corner. So give the gift that's hard to wrap, but easy to give. Give them a Stihl. With powerful trimmers, blowers, and chainsaws to place under the tree, the Stihl Holiday Gift Guide has something for everyone. Save $30 on the BG56 CE handheld blower. Visit your local Stihl dealer or go to StihlUSA.com/gift guide. Real Stihl. Find yours. Offer valid for a limited time only at participating dealers while supplies last.
Time to check the schedule of games coming up on Westwood One, sponsored by Hulu Plus Live TV. Tomorrow, the Dolphins in New York to take on the Jets. Then on Sunday night, the Chargers play host to the Baltimore Ravens. Monday night, the Bears are in Minnesota. And next Thursday, the Seattle Seahawks will travel to Dallas to take on the Cowboys. Hulu has live sports. Watch football games all season long with over 90 live channels. Get Hulu Plus Live TV today. Live TV plan required. Restrictions apply. Access content from each service separately and select ESPN Plus content via Hulu. Learn more at Hulu.com. Now, Jordan Brooks' first career interception is a pick six. The first pick six that Brock Purdy has thrown in his career. And the Seahawks still down 14, but finally get that big play and that positive momentum.
And it started with a little drive by the Seahawks and then punting the ball inside the 5-yard line. So now you're backed up and you're on your heels, and that time that pressure in Brock Purdy's face, ball a little high for Christian McCaffrey, tips and overthrows for defensive backs and linebackers.
Jason Myers to kick it away to Ray McLeod. End-over-end kick, and McLeod will let this one sail over his head. It lands 6 yards deep in the end zone, and the 49ers will start 1st and 10 at the 25. COVID-19 can keep you on the sidelines. If you're more likely to get very sick from COVID, ask your doctor if prescription oral treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com, sponsored by Pfizer. You know, James, Brock Purdy's not the biggest guy. And both of his throws on that last drive, he was in the pocket, collapsing around him. He threw high to Deebo Samuel, then high and behind Christian McCaffrey, led to the interception.
Yeah, you want to have passing lanes to be able to throw to, as opposed to trying to throw over the outstretched hands of a defensive lineman.
Purdy in the gun, and there was all kinds of movement by the 49ers. Now, they'll call it against Aaron Banks, but you could have called it against half the guys that are out there. That is the 233rd opponent false start in this building since 2005. That's the most in the NFL. So move it back to the 20. It'll be 1st and 15. Now, these fans have been itching to have something to cheer about, and finally they do. 3 receivers left, including Samuel, who motions to the right, now spins, runs back out to the left. Shotgun snap to Purdy, back to pass on a play fake. Looking, checks it down to Samuel, makes the catch outside the numbers on the left. Samuel straight ahead, and he picks up a couple. Takes it out to the 22-yard line. Jamal Adams with the stop. That'll bring up a 2nd down and 13.
You know, as I watch the game from my comfort level up here, there are players that I always watch on the field and I go, would not want to be tackled by that guy. Jamal Adams is in that category because he is a physical player in a game that is tending to be less physical, but he is more physical than most players.
Receivers left and right, wings either side. McCaffrey motions out to the right on second down. Here's the snap. Purdy back to pass. Has time. Looks. Throws over the middle. That's caught by Kittle. Kittle wrapped up. And he's taken down shy of the 30-yard line at the 29. That'll go as a gain of 7. Quandre Diggs on the stop. And now the 49ers will face a third down at 6. They need to get to the 35 to keep possession of the football.
And facing a third down and 6 because of that movement penalty that they had initially, where now they would be 3rd and 1. So 3rd and 6, totally different animal, and once again allowing the Seahawks fan base to get involved in this game.
49ers 4 of 8 on third down tonight. Purdy in the gun with 3 receivers right, single man left. McCaffrey in the backfield to Purdy's left. Purdy waits, gets the snap, back against the 4-man rush, looks right, nothing there, looks left, throws left for Kittle, it's incomplete, he got his feet tangled, there's no flag. He got tangled up with the defender and went sliding down into the Seattle sideline. No flag thrown, Kittle's asking for one, he's not going to get it. 4th down and the 49ers will punt. Julian Love was in coverage.
Now, an adequate pass rush that forced Purdy out of the pocket to his right, and once he went out of the pocket to his right, he was beyond the far hash, tried to throw the ball all the way back across the field. The throw was accurate, but the legs got crossed up. And Pete Carroll was there to tell Kittle, hey, that happens sometimes.
Wisnowski to punt it away. It's a high spiraling kick. Dallas moving to his left will let this ball bounce at the 21. And it takes a big hop up and out of bounds. We'll see where they spot it. The official is walking. He's going to spot it at the 17. There's a penalty flag down as well. Back around the line of scrimmage. It's a 54-yard punt as it stands. We'll see about the marker. Trey Blake talking it over with a member of his crew.
During the kick, holding, kicking team, number 59. 10-yard penalty added on to the end of the play, first down.
So that'll help Seattle. Instead of having the ball inside the 20, they'll get better field position out of this. They'll get 10 yards tacked on. Now, it wasn't that long ago. It seemed like everything was going wrong for the Seahawks, and suddenly some things starting to fall in their column.
Well, just because of a culture, the Seattle Seahawks are a perennial playoff team. They have been for the last dozen years or whatever tenure that Pete Carroll's been here. So their expectation level to win is different. They're going to make them re-kick this, I think, right now. We're looking at what's happening down on the field in front of us.
Yeah, they are. They're going to take this ball back to the 19 and make Wisnowski kick it again.
So that holding must have happened before possession was changed.
Yeah, they said during the kick.
Yep.
And then announced that it would be 10 yards tacked on, so they would have had it at the 27-yard line, but they want to make Wisnowski punt it again. 49ers aren't budging off their sideline.
There's 10 yards from the end of the kick, first down.
So now they've gone back to they're going to tack on 10 yards. And Pete Carroll is getting an explanation. He wanted to make the 49ers kick it again, which they were about to let him do, and then after further discussion have said no. They're just going to tack it on to the end of the kick. So the end of the kick was the 17, so the ball should be at the 27 when they get this all sorted out. Even though
they're
going the other way now.
Seahawks backwards.
So maybe the announcement was wrong. Trey Blake said it was holding against the 49ers. Apparently it was holding against the Seahawks.
So it was actually holding against a 49er.
Yes. It was a Seahawk holding a 49er. So they're going to move it back to the 10.
And there was a different energy that the Seahawks were walking backwards with as when they were trying to walk forward.
Trips to the right. Geno Smith in the gun, 1st and 10 from the 10. Here's the snap, handoff. Charbonnet runs to the middle, and there's nothing there. Gets a yard out to about the 11-yard line, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Javon Kinlaw was in the middle of that for the 49er defense. And Seahawks going no huddle again. They found a little rhythm with this on their last drive. Smith in the gun, 3 receivers left, 2 to the right. Here's the snap, back to pass. Looks, throws near side to Metcalf, and he dropped it. That pass was right on the money at about the 15-yard line. Maybe tried to make a move before he had it secured, 3rd and 9.
And when you're trying to get a drive started or to get something going, you cannot afford to give away a 5 or 6 yard gain at a minimum. So that's what he would have had with the minimum, just making the catch there. Trying to run, obviously, before he controlled it. And I always ask receivers, what's the most important thing about catching the ball? And they'll say hand. No, it's your eyes. You take your eyes off the ball, very little chance to catch it.
3rd down and 9, trips right, single man left. Smith in the gun, Dallas to his left side. Here's the snap, back to pass. Smith looking, going deep down the right side. Oh, one-handed catch! What a catch! Jackson Smith and Jigba with a diving one-handed grab up around the 45. He got spun around but stayed with the ball and laying out, snatched it with his right hand up at the Seahawks 45, a gain of 34. Unbelievable by the rookie.
I talked to his coach, Sanjay Lal, before the game. He said he has the rare ability to be able to catch the ball.
Hand off DJ Dallas up the middle across the midfield stripe and into 49er territory at the 48. That'll be a gain of 7. Bring up 2nd and 3. Fred Warner on the tackle. Man, just looking at that catch again by Smith and Jigba.
That should ignite the entire Seattle Seahawks offense.
Here's a handoff to Dallas again off the left hash. And DJ Dallas close to a 1st down. Where they're walking in, it looks like he would have it right at the 49er 45-yard line. Getting everything unpiled, Javon Hargrave led the charge, and that will be good enough for a 1st down, a 3-yard pickup by Dallas.
I like that call by offensive coordinator Shane Waldron, because you got a 3rd and 7, which is 2nd and 7 rather, which you got 2nd and 3 after a 7-yard gain. So you're going to be able to pick up a 1st down running the ball, but everybody's so excited. Oh, pass. Stay with your game plan. The things that you were going to intend to do, continue to do them.
2 receivers left, single man right. Smith under center, takes the snap, back to pass, throws left side to Smith and Jigba, cuts back inside across the 40, and he's down to about the 49er 38-yard line. Eric Armstead with the tackle after a gain of 7. 2nd down and 3 coming up.
Great hustle by the big defensive tackle. You're rushing the passer, then you have to get back out to try and tackle a speedy wide receiver. That's a minimal gain for the Seahawks, but now it's still 2nd and 3, so nice game.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap. Smith on a play fake, looking, chase from behind and sacked. Flags all over the place. Hargrave got the sack. If it stands, it'll be his 2nd of the night, but I mean, there are flags everywhere, at least 3 of them down. And the officials will have much to sort out here. Couple were thrown in the secondary. 1 came from behind the play.
Now, you can only have holding when the quarterback's outside the pocket. You can't have illegal contact. Did you have a hold on both teams, or the penalties going each way?
Trey Blake's about to tell us.
There's 2 fouls on the play, 1 by each team. Illegal hands to the face, offense, number 63. Holding, defense, number 31. Those penalties offset, replay 2nd down.
So it's Evan Brown, the center for Seattle, to Sean Gibson, the safety for the 49ers. Pretend like all that didn't happen, and we'll do it again. 2nd and 3 with 7:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. 24-10, 49ers. Two receivers go to the left, 2 tight ends right. Smith in the gun with Charbonnet to his right side. Ball at the 49er 37 on the left hash. Here's the snap. Handoff. Charbonnet runs along that left hash and picks up the 1st down. He's across the 35 to the 34. Still getting his shove from behind. And they'll give him an extra yard to the 33. Well, they let that play go for a while. And Zach Charbonnet able to get some help from his big offensive lineman. Takes it down to the 33-yard line. Picks up 5 and a 1st down for the Seahawks.
Every once in a while, I feel sorry for the defense. And when you get in that rugby scrum position and you get pushed in each and every direction, tough on the defenders who can't stick their shoulders in to make tackles sometimes.
Smith back on a play fake, rolling to his right, looking at a tuck it and run across the 30, 25, and he slides down. They're going to mark him at the 24. Fans wanted a flag as Oren Burks ended up on top of him. Looked like Burks was trying to slow down and just got into the legs of Geno Smith and fell.
Yeah, but as Geno Smith is sliding, Oren Burks decides, I'm going to jump over him, but not all the way over him. And he lands on top of him.
9-yard run, 2nd and 1, shotgun snap, handoff Charbonnet again, running right, gets out of a Bosa tackle. He's inside the 20 and down to the 19. Bosa had a chance to get him for a loss. Instead, Charbonnet picks up 5, and the Seahawks are in the red zone. It's 1st and 10. There's an injured 49er. It's Charvarius Ward that is down. And Ward is the guy that has been covering DK Metcalf most of the night. But he's down, got an issue with his right leg. So the Niners training staff will check on him. We'll step aside with 5:33 to go in the third quarter. It's the 49ers 24, the Seahawks 10. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Imagine buying a pair of sneakers and getting a soothing, gentle foot massage like you'd get during a relaxing pedicure just by walking. Skechers' new Massage Fit sneakers. Because Skechers, the comfort technology company, has designed a unique innovation that makes it feel like you're pampering your feet with a gentle massage in every step. The secret is Skechers' new patented wave technology on the sole that gently massages your feet while you're walking around. Find them for men and women at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more Straight Talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Your floor is the unsung hero of your home. What other part of your house gets walked over, jumped on, scraped up, spilled on, and used as much? That's where LifeProof luxury vinyl plank flooring comes in. Our premium flooring is durable, scratch-resistant, 100% waterproof, and antimicrobial, so it can take everything life throws at it. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors with a realistic wood texture and is easy to install. Make sure your floor can stand up to life's toughest tests with LifeProof. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
When you wake up well-rested on a great mattress, everything becomes clear.
My dog has more friends than I do.
Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
I should really give my dad a call.
Find your perfect mattress at the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm. You can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 gift toward pillows and more, all with free and fast delivery. The right mattress matters. We'll find yours this Black Friday sale. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
It's all the NFL excitement on NBC Sunday night when Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens meet Justin Herbert and the Los Angeles Chargers. Of course, you can also hear Sunday Night Football each week right here beginning at 7:30 p.m. Eastern on many of these same stations, on the NFL app or online at WestwoodOneSports.com. Charvarius Ward was able to walk off with a noticeable limp. He is being checked out in the tent on the sidelines. Seahawks with their first red zone trip of the night, 10th play of their drive coming up. 1st and 10 from the 49ers 19. They trail 24-10. Smith in the gun, Charbonnet to his left. 3 receivers left, DK Metcalf, single man to the right. Smith motioning out to his left side, play clock at 15. Here's the snap. Smith back, looking right, under pressure, rolling right to the tuck it and run across the 15 to the 10, and he scampers out of bounds with a first down at the 8. Geno Smith using his legs, picks up 11. It'll be 1st and goal for the Seahawks.
And a really smart scramble by Geno Smith. He wanted DK Metcalf. DK Metcalf was being double covered. So with that corner and the safety both covering him on that same side, there's nobody once he got outside the pocket to defend the run.
Slot to the left. Smith walking up to the line of scrimmage. He'll fall back into the shotgun now with Charbonnet to his right. Lock it in the slot. Metcalf wide left. Here's the snap. Toss play to Charbonnet. He bobbles it, gathers it in, and then is wrestled out of bounds on the near sideline after a short gain. Boy, that was almost disaster. That pitch was way out in front of Charbonnet, who was able to grab it with his right hand. Ends up gaining a yard to the 7. Drake Greenlaw with the tackle. 2nd down and goal. Should almost be a pass play from Geno Smith, the way he flipped it way out in front of him like that. Lockett slot to the left inside of Metcalf. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba splits to the right. Smith in the gun, second and goal from the 7. Here's the snap. Back to pass. Looking right. Throws right. End zone knocked away. Incomplete. Ambry Thomas able to get a hand in there. Smith and Jigba was the intended target. It'll be 3rd and goal. And Geno Smith comes sprinting down the sideline. He wants to know why there wasn't pass interference.
And sometimes when you're desperate for something to happen and make it happen, you can get a little frustrated. There was a little tug at the top of the route. Geno Smith saw it. He thought the receiver would have been open, and he probably would have been if he hadn't been tugged on.
So now it'll be 3rd and goal. Metcalf single man to the right. Slot to the left. Fant, the tight end, goes in motion from right to left. Geno Smith in the shotgun. Charbonnet to his right. Here's the snap. Blitz coming. Smith looking. In trouble. Steps up in the pocket. He'll be wrapped up and sacked at the 12. Boy, he just had nowhere to go. Tried to step up. And the 49ers just collapsed it down. There was a host of white shirts waiting. And the field goal team is coming out.
Sometimes when you get trapped like that, just like Geno Smith did, the best thing to do is not to try and throw it away. Not to try and throw it where you don't need to, because everybody was covered. So he just said, we've got the 3 points. We've got a field goal attempt right in the middle. Let's take our 3.
Armstead and Hargrave will split the sack. It's a 30-yard attempt now for Myers. It'll come from the middle of the field. Chris Stoll will snap. Dixon will hold. Kick is on the way, and it is good. So the Seahawks draw a bit closer with 3:13 to go in the 3rd quarter. It's now the 49ers 24 and the Seahawks 13. With that field goal, Barbasol will make another donation to Kurt and Brenda Warner's Treasure House, a living community for adults with disabilities. Barbasol, the trusted choice for a close, comfortable shave. Close Shave America, Close Shave Barbasol. 24-13 San Francisco, 3:13 to go in the 3rd, and you're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Is your battery dead? At AutoZone, you can get the right Duralast battery to get you back on the road. Duralast batteries are designed to deliver OE performance and strong starts, even in extreme weather conditions. When you have a battery problem, get the right Duralast battery for your vehicle at AutoZone, America's #1 battery destination. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Shop Macy's Black Friday specials for amazing deals on gifts they'll love now while supplies last. Like 25% off Nike for him, her, and kids. 75% off fine jewelry. And 10 to 50% off select appliances from Black & Decker, Cuisinart, Instant Pot, and more. Stores are closed today, so shop Black Friday specials at Macy's.com now. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
I know a lot of you really want the State Farm personal price plan, but what's with the oversharing? Like this voicemail from Leah.
Jake from State Farm. Listen, so sometimes I like to nibble on licorice and pretend I'm a teeny mouse, chewing through wires.
You don't need to get that personal. The State Farm personal price plan helps you create an affordable price just for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Call or go to statefarm.com for a quote today.
Prices vary by state. Options selected by customer. Availability and eligibility may vary.
Wake up not knowing what you want? Now you can have a little of everything. With Wendy's new breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles, you can mix and match your very own perfect pairing of our delicious morning favorites. Choose from the sausage biscuit, egg or cheese biscuit, small seasoned potatoes, or medium hot coffee. The choice is all yours, not somebody else's. Get breakfast just the way you want it with Wendy's breakfast 2 for $3 Biggie Bundles today. Choose wisely. Choose Wendy's. Limited time only during breakfast hours. U.S. price and participation may vary. Not valid in a combo. Single item at regular price.
Let's check the drive summary, sponsored by Macy's. Don't miss Macy's Black Friday specials while supplies last, like Nike gear, fine jewelry, and select kitchen appliances. Stores are closed Thanksgiving Day, so shop Black Friday specials at Macy's.com. 14 plays, 78 yards, 6:28 off the clock. Jason Myers with a 30-yard field goal makes it a 24-13 49er lead. And now Myers boots his kickoff into the end zone. And San Francisco will have it 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Now, this may or may not be a pattern, but 49ers obviously scored 7 points in the first quarter, 17 in the second quarter. The second quarter is their highest scoring quarter of the season for them. Their lowest scoring quarter is the third quarter. How many points do they have so far in the third quarter?
That would be 0.
Okay. So my math was correct. I didn't have to take off my shoes to go over that one right there.
They do have 3:13 to change that. We'll see. I formation behind Purdy under center. Receivers left and right. Here's the snap. Purdy back. He's going to flip it to Samuel running around the left end looking for a block and gets one. 25-30 out to the 35 up to the 40 and run out of bounds. Julian Love pushed him out. Looks like they're going to give him close to the 41. So Deebo Samuel picks up 15, maybe 16 on that running play. 1st and 10 for the 49ers.
And one of the things that did against the Seattle Seahawks defense, it made them chase the play. So all those big 300-pounders who went out there full of gas, now the tank is about 3/4 now.
15-yard pickup, 1st and 10, I formation, Purdy under center, Kittle in motion from left to right. Here's the snap, they'll toss it to McCaffrey, running between the hash marks. McCaffrey breaks through the initial wave, chugs forward across the 45, and he's out to the 47. Boy, what looked like it might be a 1-yard run turns into 7. Bobby Wagner with the tackle. It'll be 2nd down and 3, and Christian McCaffrey is approaching a 100-yard rushing game. He's got 16 carries for 94 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Up over 900 yards on the season. The 49ers have not had a 1,000-yard rusher since Frank Gore in 2014. Receivers left and right, 2nd down and 3. Ball to San Francisco 47. Here's the snap. Handoff McCaffrey. Runs right. Cuts it up along the numbers across the 50 into Seahawks territory at the 45. And that'll be a 1st down. A 9-yard run for McCaffrey. Julian Love the tackle. And James, he was in no traffic until he was 5 or 6 yards downfield.
And a great job front side. He's running behind the right tackle and the right guard. But you also have to add in the back side of the play. So he had that cutback lane. And once you said, he didn't get touched with it. Got about 6 or 7 yards down the field.
That'll take McCaffrey over 100 yards in the game. 1st down and 10, 49ers. They've got it at the Seattle 45. 2 receivers stacked left, 1 to the right. Purdy under center takes the snap. He'll hand it off. McCaffrey again grabbed around the ankles, drops at the line of scrimmage. Jamal Adams made that play. Well, we've seen McCaffrey cut back a few times tonight for big gains, but that time Adams prevented that from happening. No gain, 2nd down and 10.
When you draw up the blocking assignment, you put the tight end somewhere, the right tackle, the right guard, and so on and so forth. You rarely account for that strong safety who's coming from depth. And we talked about Adams early in the ballgame being up and around the line of scrimmage. That time he crashed in as the tight end was going in motion across the formation, went with the tight end and made the tackle.
Shotgun snap to Purdy, back to pass, under pressure, rolling to his right, throws right side, incomplete. Juszczyk got knocked down by Julian Love. And now it'll be 3rd down and 11. They said that McCaffrey run was officially a loss of 1. So it'll be a 3rd down and 11. Some on the 49ers side hoping for a flag as Love came in and threw a shoulder into Juszczyk.
Little Williams threw a shoulder into Purdy also.
3rd down and 11. Ball at the 45-yard line. 49ers need to touch the 35 for a 1st down. Purdy lines up in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, single man left. Kittle is on the left end of the line. Play clock running down. Purdy gets the snap. Back against the 4-man rush. Throws over the middle. McCaffrey makes the catch, but he's drilled shy of the 1st down. They've got him at the 37. That's 2 yards shy of where he needs to be. Quandre Diggs with the tackle. 49ers are moving up on the football.
And Pete Carroll's moving out onto the field telling his defense, come on, get back out there. Get back out there. We got to get lined up.
Yeah, the 49ers now are trying to get lined up quickly. 4th and 2. They're holding the snap, saying the 49ers substituted. Purdy under center, goes to a hard count. Seahawks don't jump. Kittle in motion from left to right. And with the game clock running down, it hits 0-0. So we have reached the end of the 3rd quarter in Seattle. With the score, the 49ers 24 and the Seahawks 13. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
I didn't ask to be thrown in the streets with nowhere to go. I didn't think I'd survive. But I did ask for help, and Covenant House was there for me.
1 in 10 young adults will experience a form of homelessness this year. For these kids who didn't ask to be put in this unthinkable situation, Covenant House is there.
Covenant House helped me break the cycle of homelessness in my family They gave me the love that I needed.
Over 2,000 young people will sleep safely in a Covenant House bed tonight. When youth who are experiencing homelessness have a hot meal, a safe place to sleep, medical care, and love, they can overcome heartbreaking challenges and have a brighter future.
They just really genuinely just wanted to help me succeed, and I'm succeeding. I'm a speaker, I'm an author. Covenant House really helped me and really helped mold me into the woman I am today.
If you or someone you love is asking for help, go to safeplacetosleep.org today.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get 20% off select fresh cut Christmas trees and play our instant win game early for a chance to win the $10,000 Lowe's e-gift card grand prize. Trees valid through 11/24. In-store only. Actual tree size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Spin to win. No purchase necessary. Starts 11/24. Ends 11/25 at 4 a.m. Eastern. Residents of 50 USDC, 18 or older, and age majority. Void where prohibited. See official rules at Lowe'sGoldenGable.com/rules. Sponsor Lowe's.
Welcome back to Seattle, along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. It's the 49ers 24, the Seahawks 13. The start of the fourth quarter is sponsored by Lowe's. Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Shop Thanksgiving Day online-only deals up to 40% off. Offers valid today only on Lowe's.com while supplies last. All right, the 49ers have a fourth down and about 2.5. The ball is at the Seahawks 37. They need to cross the 35 to get a first down. Right now, the offense is staying on the field. James, do you like this decision to go for it by Kyle Shanahan?
I always like offense on the field, and from my vantage point where I'm actually sitting, I'm sitting just right with the 35-yard line, and it's a long 2.5 yards that they'd have to pick up. And this is where, for me, if I'm the Seattle Seahawks, this is Bobby Wagner time. You're going to crowd that line of scrimmage. You're going to fill every gap. You don't want to give Christian McCaffrey a chance to explode and get to the outside.
Purdy will line up in the gun with McCaffrey to his right. Two receivers left. Ayuk single man to the right. Kittle had been on the right end of the line. Now motions left. Purdy in the gun gets the snap. Flags fly. They're going to blow it dead. Who moved first? The 49ers did.
Leonard Williams made Feliciano, number 55, move.
Feliciano, the veteran, is in there for Spencer Burford, who's missing the game tonight with a knee injury. So after all that, now there's no discussion. The punt team will come out, and Mitch Wishnowsky will try to pin the Seahawks deep. DJ Dallas standing back inside his 10. He's got his toes around the 7. This is what Wishnowsky excels at, killing these punts deep. Here's the snap to him. Wishnowsky with an end-over-end kick. Dallas moving to his right. He's going to let this ball bounce right around the 11, and it's down by Oren Burks at about the 12. It actually kicked back, and they're going to mark it, it looks like, at the 13. So not quite what Wishnowsky was hoping for. Not bad. 29-yard punt, no return. Tune in to watch all the excitement of the NFL Sunday on Fox. Check your local listings for games and times in your area. Catch the NFL on Fox. So now here we go with the Seahawks down 24-13, 14:52 to go. They trailed 24-3 at one point. A disaster of a first half for the Seahawks. Much better third quarter. Trying to carry it over into the fourth. Geno Smith lines up in the shotgun. Receivers left and right. He's got 3 men in the backfield, including Charbonnet, who motions left, now back to the right. Smith fakes the handoff to him, swings it out to Charbonnet on the right side, cuts back inside across the 15, and he's out to about the 20. Nice move by Zach Charbonnet, avoiding the first tackle. They'll mark him at the 19. It's a gain of 6 that'll bring up 2nd and 4.
A nice move by Charbonnet out in the open field. You think of him as a physical, in-between the tackles contact runner, but while he was at UCLA after he transferred from Michigan, in Chip Kelly's offense, he caught the ball a lot, so those receiving skills are intact.
2nd down and 4. Smith will hand it off to Charbonnet. Running left, finds the lane across the 25, and Charbonnet is taken down up at the 29. Boy, that big lane opened up. Dre Greenlaw made the tackle, but only after Charbonnet picks up 10 and picks up a first down.
Once again, to the line of scrimmage. Let's get this moving as fast as we can. Change what we're doing.
Trips right, 2 receivers left. Shotgun snap to Smith. Throws left side. Caught by Lockett at the 35, and he's taken down at about the 36. Oren Burks again on the tackle. Second down. It'll be second down and about 3 coming up. Give him 7 on the completion to Lockett. There's a flag on the far side. It's going against the Seahawks.
Did not get set. 5-yard penalty, first down.
So I guess they went a little too fast. James did not get set before that ball was snapped.
You know, those pre-snap penalties, those drive position coaches, head coaches wild, because they are little things that you talk about. You have to get them done each and every time.
So move it back to the 24, first and 15. 3 receivers right, Metcalf single man to the left. Geno Smith in the gun, takes the snap, back to pass, screen left side, that's going nowhere. Caught by Charbonnet, but Randy Gregory was right on his back. He drops him at the 20 for a loss of 4. Seahawks are going the wrong way. It's second and 19.
So when they're in the film watching this play, if I'm Geno Smith, I'm going, number 5, he's supposed to be a defensive end. He's doing back, waiting for the pass to come.
He was sitting right there on Charbonnet's back, and the minute Charbonnet caught it, Gregory dropped him down. Second down, 19. Smith in the gun, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Here's the snap. Smith back to pass. Looking, throws on the right side numbers. Caught by Lockett. Across the 30, out to the 32. That'll give him a shot now on third down. Charvarius Ward back in the game. They said it was cramps for Ward. Back out there, made the tackle. Gain of 11. And now it'll bring up third down and 8. They marked him at the 31. 12:30 to go in the game.
Not a great spot on that, but now what you have to really focus on is how do we get an extra set of hands on Bosa before they go out in the route. So the tight end's on that side, but he's a little too wide to get his hands on Bosa.
49ers showing pressure off the edge. Smith in the gun, 3 receivers left, 1 right. Here's the snap, blitz coming. Smith back, looking, under pressure, backs up and sacked inside the 20. Armstead, Warner, Bosa meeting at the quarterback, and the Seahawks will punt it away. Well, they brought the pressure from Bosa's side, James, and just collapsed right in the lap of Geno Smith.
You know, like I said, you've got to put a set of hands on Bosa strongly before he gets started, because he will just overpower guys. He was on the outside, looped back to the inside, and once he got on that center, it was done.
Armstead and Bosa will split the sack. Michael Dixon on to punt. He's got it. Gets away a low end-over-end kick. McLeod moving to his right. Has it at his own 36. Runs left. Hit, lost the ball. But the 49ers got on top of it. Oren Burks recovered it. Ray McLeod got hit. The ball came out. But Oren Burks was Johnny on the spot. He recovers for the 49ers. Back around the 36. It's a 44-yard punt. It'll be no return. That's exactly where McLeod caught it. And the 49ers will have it when we come back. With 11:22 to go, San Francisco 24, Seattle 13. This is Westwood One's coverage of the National Football League.
Imagine buying a pair of sneakers and getting a soothing, gentle foot massage like you'd get during a relaxing pedicure just by walking. Skechers' new Massage Fit sneakers. Because Skechers, the comfort technology company, has designed a unique innovation that makes it feel like you're pampering your feet with a gentle massage in every step. The secret is Skechers' new patented wave technology on the sole that gently massages your feet while you're walking around. Find them for men and women at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Jim Gaffigan here with some more straight talk. Now you can get a Walmart Plus membership, plus not pay for it, because it's included with Straight Talk wireless plans. You get free delivery with Walmart Plus a Paramount Plus subscription included. Plus, you pay less for gas. That's a lot of pluses.
Only Straight Talk gives you unlimited 5G data and Walmart Plus included on select plans for free.
Straight Talk Wireless, available at Walmart.
Requires service on Gold or Platinum Unlimited. One offer per eligible account. Paramount Plus Essential Plan only. Separate registration required. Additional terms apply.
Your floor is the unsung hero of your home. What other part of your house gets walked over, jumped on, scraped up, spilled on, and used as much? That's where LifeProof luxury vinyl plank flooring comes in. Our premium flooring is durable, scratch-resistant, 100% waterproof, and antimicrobial, so it can take everything life throws at it. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors with a realistic wood texture and is easy to install. Make sure your floor can stand up to life's toughest tests with LifeProof. The Home Depot. How doers get more done.
When you wake up well-rested on a great mattress, everything becomes clear. My dog has more friends than I do. Things you missed when you were tired finally reveal themselves.
I should really give my dad a call.
Find your perfect mattress at the Black Friday sale at Mattress Firm. You can save up to $500 on Tempur-Pedic, plus get a $300 gift toward pillows and more, all with free and fast delivery. The right mattress matters. We'll find yours this Black Friday sale. Restrictions apply. See store or website for details.
Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification. This is Westwood One, your home for the National Football League.
WFAN, WFAN FM, WFAN FM HD1, New York. Always live on the free Odyssey app.
Along with the Hall of Famer James Lofton, the rest of our great Westwood One crew, Ryan Radke with you here in Seattle. 11:22 remaining. San Francisco 24, Seattle 13. 49ers will start at their own 36, first down and 10. Purdy will work under center. Two receivers stack right. Jennings, who had been left, now will motion right, now heads back out to the left. McCaffrey is the single back. Purdy, under center, has the snap. He's back on a play fake, rolling left, flips his hips, throws short to Samuel, turns it up along the far sideline across the 40, and he's taken out of bounds by Michael Jackson up at about the 42-yard line. That'll be a gain of 6, maybe 7, depending on the official spot. Looks like they will give him the 43, so it'll be a 7-yard gain, second down and 3.
So much motion going back and forth, and then the guy who actually goes across the formation was standing still the whole time and got across for a short pass, turned it into a nice game.
Purdy under center, Kittle now in motion from right to left, stops right next to Trent Williams. Purdy takes the snap, he'll hand it off to McCaffrey, runs left along the numbers, McCaffrey bouncing outside across the 50, and ridden down in Seahawks territory at about the 45. Jordan Brooks with the tackle. We've seen that a few times tonight from McCaffrey, just patiently waiting for something to open up and then explodes through that one for a gain of 12.
And his style of running is like he's almost like on a treadmill going really fast, but when he does his jump cut, it doesn't seem like it slows him down at all. He just jumps and he lands and he accelerates.
19 carries, 114 yards for Christian McCaffrey and a couple of touchdown runs tonight. 49ers back in Seahawks territory at the 45. It's first and 10. 10:05 to go in the game.
They might take a shot here with McCaffrey on the sideline.
Purdy under center, receivers left and right. Here's the snap. They'll hand off to Elijah Mitchell. Jump cut to his right, finds a lane across the 40, and he's down to the Seattle 36. That'll be a 9-yard run for Elijah Mitchell. Devin Witherspoon the tackle. Second down and 1. Well, that's got to be demoralizing. McCaffrey goes out. Mitchell comes in. They give it to him. He still picks up 9.
Yeah, I'm demoralized because they didn't use my play call.
Well, we got to get you in Kyle Shanahan's headset. You're only in mine right now. We got to get you down there. Second down and a yard. Is this the time to take a shot? Second and short?
Maybe.
Purdy will go under center. Two receivers left. See, now you're gun shy. Kittle's on the right end of the line. Mitchell remains the single back. Here's the snap. Handoff. Mitchell runs left, picks up the first down outside the hash marks, and is down to about the 31-yard line. A 5-yard pickup for Mitchell. So admirably filling in for McCaffrey here, giving him a couple of plays off. 49ers move to 6. Clock keeps on moving down to 9:04, 9:03 to go. 24-13 San Francisco. 49ers in the huddle. Play clock is at 15. Niners head to the line of scrimmage with 12 on the play clock. Ayuk is out to the left numbers. Juszczyk is right, tight to the line. Kittle on the right end of the line. Purdy in the gun, Mitchell to his left. Here's the shotgun snap. Handoff. Mitchell straight ahead, just outside the left hash, crossing the 30 to about the 28. Bobby Wagner the tackle, gain of 3. Second down and 7 coming up for San Francisco.
It was such a condensed formation where one wide receiver on the left was only about 4 yards outside the left tackle. Then you had a bunch position with 3 receivers about 2 yards outside the right tackle. And both safeties, Jamal Adams and Diggs, were near the line of scrimmage. Diggs was able to make that tackle for almost no gain.
Second down and 7 from the Seattle 28. Two receivers to the right. Purdy in the gun. He's got Mitchell to his left. Juszczyk in motion to the left. Here's the snap. Purdy back, looking, throws deep down the middle for Ayuk. Makes the catch inside the 5, diving to the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. An absolute strike from Purdy to Ayuk. 28 yards, and the 49ers extend the lead. What a throw. That was right on the money. And Brandon Ayuk cashes in.
So a little bit of pocket movement, rolling out to your left, throwing back to the right. Jamal Adams, safety. Quandre Diggs, safety. Julian Love, safety. All three of those guys were bracketing Ayuk, and that ball was still dropped in right in between his numbers.
5th touchdown catch of the year for Ayuk. Moody is on for the extra point. His kick is on the way, and it is good. So the San Francisco 49ers increase the lead. 7:51 to go. It's the 49ers 31, the Seahawks 13. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Shop Macy's Black Friday specials for amazing deals on gifts they'll love now while supplies last. Like 25% off Nike for him, her, and kids. 75% off fine jewelry. And 10 to 50% off select appliances from Black & Decker, Cuisinart, Instant Pot, and more. Stores are closed today, so shop Black Friday specials at Macy's.com now. Savings off sale and clearance prices. Exclusions apply.
Black Friday Golden Gable deals are here at Lowe's. Get 20% off select fresh cut Christmas trees and play our instant win game early for a chance to win the $10,000 Lowe's e-gift card grand prize. Trees valid through 11/24. In-store only. Actual tree size and selection varies by location. While supplies last. Discount taken at time of purchase. Spin to win. No purchase necessary. Starts 11/24. Ends 11/25 at 4 a.m. Eastern. Residents of 50 USDC, 18 or older, and age majority. Void where prohibited. See official rules at LowesGoldenGable.com/rules. Sponsor Lowe's.
Feeling great starts with a great shave. And great shaves start with Barbasol Shaving Cream. For whatever your day brings, start it off right with the American original, Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Barbasol. Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back to Seattle, where it's time for the Shopify Fact of the Game. Christian McCaffrey came in tonight leading the league in rushing, and he has done nothing to diminish that lead with 114 yards on the ground tonight. Did you know the 49ers have not had a rushing champion since Joe Perry led the league in back-to-back years in 1953 and 1954? It's the Shopify Fact of the Game. Want to sell smarter? Get Shopify. Shopify's commerce platform helps you sell more with the best converting checkout on the internet. Get a $1 per month trial at shopify.com/football.
So, Joe the what?
Joe the what?
Joe the Jet Perry.
Joe the Jet. Oh, okay. I thought you had me confused there for a second. I thought, what are we doing here?
Now, did he play in the $1 million backfield with Hugh McElhaney?
I feel like that was later. I feel like Perry was later.
You know,
no?
I have partial total recall.
So from that, we'll segue into the 6-play, 64-yard drive. 31-13. Niners on top with 7:51 to go. Brock Purdy with the touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk as Jake Moody kicks it away. From left to right, D. Eskridge racing up will take this at about the 7. Straight ahead over the 15, out of the 20, over the 25, across the 30, 35, and he's out to about the 37. So D. Eskridge with another nice return. Jordan Mason the tackle, a 30-yard return. And the Seahawks have it. Time running short, 7:46 to go, down 31-13.
So I hit the button. Part of the $1 million backfield with Hugh McElhaney, 54-56. And the reason I know so much about Hugh McElhaney, we went to the same high school.
Did you really?
George Washington High School in Los Angeles. We were both state champions in track and field.
First down and 10. Geno Smith in the gun. Noah Fant in motion from left to right. Here's the snap. Smith back. Looks right. Looks left. Looks middle. Steps up. Flips it ahead to Charbonnet, who makes the catch along the left numbers. And he'll be taken down just shy of the 40-yard line. Call it a gain of a couple. That'll bring up second down and 8. And that clock continues to roll. That clock is an enemy of the Seahawks right now.
And in baseball, you think about having a closer come in. And that's what the pass rushers are for the 49ers, closers.
Smith backs the pass, and he gets closed in on around the 30-yard line and sacked. Boy, and again, just nowhere for Geno Smith to go, looking to step up. There was pressure there. I mean, the 49ers just collapsing all around him. And again, we'll see who gets the sack. It'll be a loss of 9. Seen a lot of split sacks tonight for the 49ers. This may be another one. In fact, it will. Nick Bosa will get in on it. Kevin Givens as well.
Bosa was down low. You're normally supposed to stay away from their legs, but he got blocked to the ground. That's all he could do was grab Geno Smith by the legs.
Shotgun snap. Smith back to pass. 3rd and 16. Throws down the middle. Caught by Fant, and that's a first down. Noah Fant running right to the sticks. Made the catch at the 47. Gibson with the tackle. 1st and 10, Seattle. 6:28, 6:27 to go.
Boy, Geno Smith has gotten his helmet knocked off the previous play and then stood in the pocket and took a big shot to complete that pass.
Shotgun snap, back to pass, throws right to the sideline, caught by Lockett in front of Charvarius Ward, and Tyler Lockett hops out of bounds with a first down in 49er territory at about the 43. Stop the clock momentarily while they spot the ball. Now they'll crank that clock again. 6:11, 6:10 to go. Smith gets the snap. Going to hand it off to Charbonnet. Runs right outside the hash marks, and not much there for Charbonnet. Picked up about 2. 2nd down and 8. 49ers will substitute some personnel. Bosa's limping a little bit. He's going to head to the sideline. Randy Gregory checks in. Eric Armstead made that last tackle.
You run a draw when the defensive linemen are fresh, not when they get a little tired and they're just standing at the line of scrimmage.
From the 41-yard line. 2nd down and 8. 2 receivers left and right. Smith in the gun, gets the snap, back to pass, throws over the middle, caught by Charbonnet at the 40, cuts right to the 35, and he's taken down at the 34-yard line by Fred Warner. He'll be a yard shy of the first down, gain of 7. 3rd down and 1, clock continues to roll. 31-13, San Francisco, 5 minutes, 23 seconds to go. Smith in the shotgun, 2 receivers left, 1 right. Smith waiting on the snap. He's got it. He'll hand it off to Charbonnet. Runs straight ahead, picks up the first down, lowers his head, and burrows his way down to the 30-yard line. Gain of 4. Javon Hargrave on the tackle. Seattle quickly back up on the football as we move inside 5 minutes to go in the game. 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Smith in the gun, Charbonnet to his right. Smith takes the snap, back to pass, steps up, moving right, looking, throws right sideline, got Colby Parkinson. The tight end makes the catch and spins out of bounds, a yard shy of the first down at the 21. Gain of 9, 2nd down and 1.
In the 2-minute period, which where we're at right now, even though it's more than 2 minutes to play, you know what you're going to get defensively from the 49ers. 4-man rush and a sticky zone behind it.
2 receivers left, 1 right. Shotgun snap to Smith. Back to pass, looking. Hit as he throws. Deep down the right side of the end zone. Tipped in the air a couple of times, and it falls incomplete. Trying to get it to Lockett that time. Charvarius Ward was in coverage. Charvarius Ward's had himself a pretty good night, whether it was against Metcalf or this time against Lockett.
And that time against Lockett, he played it really well because Lockett gave him a little out move, and then he accelerated. And Lockett is so shifty that even though he was behind him, Ward kept his eyes on where the ball was coming from and knew that Lockett was at near the back of the end zone, and the ball couldn't go over the top of his head.
2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Smith puts his hands under center. He's got it. He'll drive straight ahead. And Geno Smith, let's see, did he get the first down? Only needed a yard. Did he get to the 20-yard line is the question. They're spotting the ball. I think he's short. He is. It's 4th down and the nose of the ball, and the clock continues to roll. Now Smith is lined up in the shotgun. 2 receivers right, 1 left. Smith gets the snap. Rush coming up the middle. Handoff. Charbonnet hit behind the line and stopped, and the Niners take over. Nick Bosa and Fred Warner combine on the stop. The Seahawks had 3rd and a yard and could not pick it up in 2 plays. And for Seahawk fans, that's definitely a Pepto-Bismol upsetting moment. Pepto-Bismol provides fast 5-symptom relief from unexpected stomach upsets. Be ready for game day with Pepto-Bismol. Use as directed. Keep out of the reach of children. 49ers take over with 4:14 to go and a 31-13 lead. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Black Friday is almost here. Gear up for the holiday season with the largest selection of officially licensed NFL gear at NFLshop.com. Jerseys, t-shirts, headwear, and more from all your favorite brands. We've got it all. NFL Shop is the ultimate gifting destination for everyone on your list. Show off your team pride this holiday season with styles fit for the whole family. To shop now, go to NFLshop.com.
Imagine having all the money you need for retirement, all the income, every month, guaranteed. That's Secure Future Investor, an indexed annuity tied to growth in the stock market, but without any risk of loss ever. It's guaranteed money for life income, no matter how long you live. Call 888-509-2228. 888-509-2228. Sponsored by GP Agency, Inc., Raleigh, North Carolina. Licensed in all states. Performance may vary. Consult with your financial professional before making an investment decision.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Your morning shave with Barbasol is a time for self-reflection. Look in that mirror and ask yourself, can I make a real difference in this world? Of course you can. Just not today. There's football on. Barbasol. It's a can of can-do.
Stream the NFL on Westwood One for free, sponsored by AutoZone. All season long, you can listen to our broadcast of the NFL live on WestwoodOneSports.com, on the NFL app by asking Alexa to open Westwood One Sports, or on our affiliate stations' digital platforms. Make AutoZone your end zone. Check engine light on, get a check with a free AutoZone Fix Finder service. Get in the zone, AutoZone. Restrictions apply. Well, the Seahawks had 3rd and a yard. They ran a quarterback sneak, came up the nose of the football short of a first down, James. And then on 4th down, instead of running it again, they hand off to Charbonnet. He gets hit by Bosa and Warner behind the line, and the 49ers take over. I kind of wonder why Seattle didn't just line up and go with the quarterback sneak again.
You know, those big placeholders that with all the plays on it, you're going down, and you go down 1/4 in one play, and if you go to the next play, don't go back and... Sometimes you have too many plays.
First down and 10 for the 49ers. Purdy under center takes the snap. He'll hand it off to Elijah Mitchell, running left across the 25 to the 30, and he's got a first down. Mitchell takes it all the way out across the 35 to the 36. Bobby Wagner with the tackle, gain of 13. And for the 49ers, that's all they want to do is see that clock continue to run down to 3:55 to go. 49ers leading at 31-13.
And you talked about that 4th down play that the Seattle Seahawks didn't convert. That takes the air out of your defense when they got to run out there after that happens, because they're thinking, well, we get a score, we're in it, onside kick. There were still ways to win the game or to be in it, and that wasn't one of them, not converting on 4th down.
Receivers left and right, 1st and 10, 49ers at their own 36. Here's the snap, handoff Mitchell, running left, takes it outside the numbers, turns it up across the 40-yard line, stays in bounds, gets out to about the 42, maybe the 43-yard line. So Elijah Mitchell getting carries here, McCaffrey on the sideline, Derek Hall with the tackle, it's a gain of 6. 2nd down and 4, clock continues to roll.
So we did have this discussion during the commercial break, and now you agree that I'm a pretty good head coach, because I said I'd take Christian McCaffrey out. You said they rarely do it. So they rarely do it, but I think this is a good choice because they do face this same team 2 weeks from now.
Elijah Mitchell getting the carries right now and being productive in his touches. 2nd down, 4 from the 42. Purdy under center, takes the snap. He'll give it to Mitchell, running right this time. Cuts it up between the hash and the numbers and gets forward for a yard. That'll bring up a 3rd down play. Yeah, you look at the schedule for the 49ers. They're here tonight against Seattle. Next week, of course, that game in Philly that everybody is looking for. Then they see the Seahawks team again in Santa Clara. And then after a trip to Arizona, they get Baltimore coming in on Christmas night. So this is a huge part of this Niners schedule.
So let me tell you this. I was talking to one of the Niners coaches down on the field before the game. And the Niners are a team that says, they have to play us. They have to play us. Doesn't matter where. Because when you start talking about, we got to go here to play so-and-so, that's not the attitude you want from your team. You want them to say, they have to play us.
We've reached the 2-minute warning here in Seattle with the score. The 49ers 31, the Seahawks 13. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Try Barbasol 1919 Classic Shaving Cream. Paying homage to the original invented over 100 years ago. This non-aerosol formula features enhanced ingredients, an exceptional glide, and crisp fragrance for a winning shave experience. Learn more at Barbasol.com.
Do you have a game plan for COVID-19? Prescription oral treatments must be taken within the first 5 days of symptoms, even if mild. If you have a high risk factor, ask your doctor if treatment is right for you. Visit treatcovid19.com. Sponsored by Pfizer.
Welcome back to the Grainger broadcast booth in Seattle, along with Hall of Famer James Lofton. I'm Ryan Radke. For the ones who get it done, there's Grainger, offering over 1 million industrial-grade products, fast delivery, and free technical support. Call clickgrainger.com or just stop by. 3rd and 3, 49ers. Here's the snap. Purdy back on a play fake, rolling to his left, looking, throws. Ray McCloud wide open, makes the catch across the 40, across the 35, down to the Seattle 33, and that will ice it. The San Francisco 49ers come to Seattle on Thanksgiving and will walk out with a win. 33, make it 23 yards on the pass play to McCloud to the 34, and now the 49ers can kneel out the clock.
Great job, and that pass was just a long handoff from Purdy to McCloud. Nice token for McCloud, a guy who's hustling on all the special teams, doesn't get a lot of looks at wide receiver, but can play receiver. He's been productive in his pass. That's why he stuck around in the league.
Just his 9th catch of the year, first in the last 3 games. Purdy drops to a knee. They'll have to do it one more time. And the San Francisco 49ers are going to move to 8-3. They will have a 2-game lead over the Seahawks in the division race.
So 10 49ers went back and huddled up. George Kittle stayed on the line of scrimmage, said, hey, we're just going to kneel down again. Why are we getting in the huddle?
I'll just stay right here.
That's a veteran for you.
Would have been a long time to stay in that stance, though. I will say that. They'll come back to the line of scrimmage. Purdy's just going to wait for this clock to get under 40 seconds. He takes the snap. He drops to his right knee. And unless Seattle wants to start calling timeouts, which they do not, the game will be over. The San Francisco 49ers get a Thanksgiving win for the first time since 1972 when they beat the Cowboys in Dallas. They come to Seattle tonight, and they will walk out with a 31-13 win over the Seattle Seahawks. James, it was a dominant first half for the 49ers. Things got a little close in the third, and the 49ers then took over again in quarter number 4.
It almost seemed like the 49ers, both offensively and defensively, were playing at a different speed than the Seattle Seahawks. They were able to dominate the offensive line. They were able to get open on pass routes, and they defended really well when Seattle tried to take some deep shots against the 49ers secondary.
Now, Charvarius Ward had a heck of a night tonight against both DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett down the field. That 49ers pass rush got home in this game a number of times. They finished, 2, 3, 4, 5.5, 6 sacks in the game tonight for the 49ers. They were tremendous, and they moved to 8-3 on the season. It's now a 3-game winning streak for San Francisco after the 3-game losing streak as they get a 31-13 win. Meanwhile, for Seattle, they suffer the loss. They will go to 6-5, and a tough schedule coming up for Seattle. They will go to Dallas on Thursday night. Then they go to San Francisco, as we mentioned. Then they come back here to take on Philadelphia before going to Tennessee, so it will not get any easier for Pete Carroll's team.
You know, when I watched Seattle play, this had the feel of the game against Baltimore early in the season that they lost 37-3, where they weren't in it, they weren't at the same level as that team. And it'll be interesting to see, after they go to Dallas, how they can rebound against San Francisco on the road.
4th straight win for the 49ers over the Seahawks. That matches their longest ever winning streak against the Seahawks. And it's now 10 consecutive wins for the 49ers in the division against the NFC West. Well, they continue to do the job as they win here tonight, 31-13. Christian McCaffrey with a big night, 19 carries, 114 yards, and 2 touchdowns. He also had 5 catches for 25 yards. Brock Purdy, 21-30, 209 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. Deebo Samuel had 7 catches for 79 yards. Brandon Ayuk, 2 catches for 50 yards and a touchdown. Meanwhile, for Seattle, Geno Smith, 18-27 for 180 yards and a pick. Zach Charbonnet, starting for Kenneth Walker, had 14 carries for 47 yards. Jackson Smith and Jigba had 2 catches for 41 yards. DK Metcalf, Tyler Lockett combined 6 catches, 62 yards. Niners did a really good job against those guys tonight.
They really did. They were up to the task. But it starts up front when you only have to rush 4. You don't have to give up one-on-one situations very often. They tried to go deep. We talked about DK Metcalf running out of space along the boundary. We've got to create more space to give his quarterback a chance to really throw him open.
Seahawks have made their way off the field. Many of the 49ers starting to make their way off. It'll be a happy flight home for the 49ers.
I think there might be some turkey eating going on right now.
I think there may be down on the field. Of course, the last time these two teams met on Thanksgiving went the other way. The Seahawks dominated, and Richard Sherman in a Seahawks uniform went to midfield and was eating turkey legs at the 49ers stadium. And tonight, the 49ers flipped the tables, and they were terrific in beating the Seattle Seahawks by a score of 31-13.
And there are about 6 49ers huddled up down there, and they're asking for a to-go bag.
That's right. Let's go down to the field where 49ers defensive end Nick Bosa joins us. Nick, congratulations on the win tonight. The defensive effort from you guys was great, especially in that first half. Tell us about the first 30 minutes where you guys really just dominated.
Yeah, it was tough to get warmed up. We were probably on the field for maybe 10 plays that first half, so it was a little different for us, but we'll take that any day.
Nick, James Lofton, a San Diego resident who gets to watch your brother a lot. In this ball game, you guys only have to bring 4 to get pressure. It's so unique that you guys are able to do that.
Yeah, man, we take pride in that. As a D-line, we have the guys in the room to get that done, and that's what this organization is expecting out of us.
Was it hard during that 3-game stretch where you dropped games to kind of get over the funk of it? Because it seems like you guys are right back you were before that happened.
Yeah, we've been through a lot as an organization since I've been here, so we definitely didn't hesitate when that happened. We knew it's a long year, and we got right back to it.
Nick, you're certainly a star on this defense. We were joking. It felt like every sack you guys had tonight was split. 2 or 3 of you were meeting at the quarterback. How much fun is that for you guys as a defense when it just feels like you're all on the same page?
So much fun. Yeah, it's funny. You check the stats after and you have no idea how many you got, but it's a good problem to have.
And Nick, congratulations on the win. Happy Thanksgiving. We appreciate a few minutes. Safe travels to you.
Cool. Thanks, guys.
Nick Bosa joining us down on the field. The 49ers get the win. Their 10th straight against a divisional opponent. Their 4th straight over Seattle. And the Niners now have a 2-game lead in the NFC West. The final score, San Francisco 31, Seattle 13. When we return, Scott Graham joins us from our studios with the postgame show. You're listening to the NFL on Westwood One.
Get in zone, AutoZone.
Welcome to AutoZone. What are you working on today?
I got to change the oil in my car.
Right now, get 5 quarts of Pennzoil Platinum Full Synthetic with an STP Extended Life Oil Filter for only $36.99.
What do I do with my old oil?
We can recycle your used oil for free.
And do you have oil for my old work truck?
You can find the right high mileage oil to help it go farther right here at AutoZone.
Get in the zone, AutoZone.
Restrictions apply.
If you're like most people, you've had your fair share of financial questions. Questions like, can I afford my son's travel hockey team? What if my daughter doesn't get that soccer scholarship? Will I be able to enjoy golf in retirement? At Empower, we know these questions can be stressful. We're here to help answer your what ifs and empower what's next. Join 18 million Americans and take control of your financial future. Start today at Empower.com. Sponsored by Empower Personal Wealth.
Scott Graham in our Westwood One studios after the final game of our triple header here on Thanksgiving. San Francisco 49ers and the Seattle Seahawks at Lumen Field. A game that was going to go a long way toward determining what's going to happen in the race, the NFC West. Now, you know, this Niners team, as you heard James talking about just a couple of moments ago, lost those 3 games in a row. But since that time, they have not only turned a corner, they've often looked a lot like the team that was on that impressive win streak at the end of last year and the beginning of this season. If that's the team you're facing, look out. And it certainly looked that way for Seattle tonight, despite the home field advantage. Despite the highlighter uniforms, San Francisco came out ready to play this evening. On their first drive, they marched 71 yards in 9 plays. Once again, remember the lookout comment? That was happening as they paid off the drive on the 9th play.
Purdy in the gun, gets to Seth. He's going to hand off to Samuel, sweeps left and walks into the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. Deebo Samuel with a 2-yard touchdown run around the left side, and the 49ers score on their opening drive again. 10:01 to go in the first quarter. 6-0 San Francisco with the extra point try coming up.
Impressive start to the ball game. Moody hit the extra point. It was 7-0 just under 5 minutes in. Seattle got an answer and a 51-yard field goal from Jason Myers, but the Niners were right back at it again late in the first quarter. In this case, they had themselves a shortened field, and it took them 9 plays to go those 45 yards, but hard charging is what you would call what they were doing down near the goal line, especially with their go-to touchdown back.
Third down, half a yard, handoff McCaffrey, runs left, powers into the end zone, touchdown 49ers. Christian McCaffrey dives in from 2 yards out. His 6th rushing touchdown of the season, his 15th touchdown overall, and the 49ers extend the lead to 13-3.
At this point, Seattle was struggling to do anything offensively. In fact, late into the first half of play, they had 15 total yards. That meant that the Niners just kept coming relentlessly offensively, which they did again midway through the second quarter on an 8-play, 58-yard drive. The end, although a little bit further out, looked an awful lot like the previous scoring drive.
49ers out of the eye on 1st and goal from the 8. Toss it to McCaffrey, running left, waits for a lane to open up, finds one, cuts right to the 5, spinning his way towards the goal line, and in! Touchdown 49ers! An 8-yard touchdown run from McCaffrey, his 2nd of the game, and it's now 20-3 San Francisco. 5:11 to go in the first half. My goodness, that's as good as it gets from Christian McCaffrey, one of the best in the game.
Moody hit the extra point and then a field goal inside the final minute of the first half. Seattle had an opportunity right before halftime, but missed on a long field goal. This was a 24-3 game at the break. For all intents and purposes, the game could have been over, but Seattle and the 12s weren't going to allow that to happen. They needed some sort of injection of emotion, and they got it early in the third quarter.
Here's the snap. Purdy back, looking, throws over the middle, tipped, intercepted, picked off by the Seahawks. Jordan Brooks is running back the other way, into the end zone. Touchdown, Seattle. An 11-yard pick six for Jordan Brooks. And the Seahawks get the big play they desperately need. 11:23 to go third quarter. It's now 24-9 with the extra point try coming up. And finally, this sold-out crowd has something to cheer about in Seattle.
That is the definition of a potential game-changing play. You had a 2-score game in all kinds of time, more than 26 minutes left in this one. Next time Seattle had the ball, they put together an extended drive, and this one could have been where this game turned entirely. However, San Francisco's defense stiffened at the end of a 14-play, 78-yard march that took 6.5 minutes. That might have been the most significant portion of the game. Myers hit on a field goal from 30 yards out, but it was still an 11-point advantage for the Niners at 24-13. Ultimately, in the fourth quarter of this game, as Seattle couldn't find its footing offensively to get back in the ball game, San Francisco put it out of reach.
Purdy in the gun. He's got Mitchell to his left. Juszczyk in motion to the left. Here's the snap. Purdy back, looking, throws deep down the middle for Ayuk. Makes the catch inside the 5, diving to the end zone. Touchdown 49ers. An absolute strike from Purdy to Ayuk. 28 yards, and the 49ers extend the lead. What a throw. That was right on the money. And Brandon Ayuk cashes in.
Absolutely perfect pass to Brandon Ayuk. The extra point was good, and that brought us to our final margin as San Francisco wins this game by a score of 31-13. Not one of those pristine nights that Brock Purdy's enjoyed the last couple of weeks, but the one touchdown pass was enough. They'll take it as they walk out with their 8th victory of the year. More on tonight's game. Let's go back to Lumen Field, talk to Ryan Radke and Hall of Famer James Lofton. Guys.
All right, Scott, thanks very much. The 49ers, a 31-13 win here tonight, James. And it was one of those games where the 49ers so dominant in the first half. The Seahawks kind of made their push in that third quarter, and yet you never got the feeling that San Francisco was starting to let the game slip away or that there was any panic. They just kind of stayed the course, got the touchdown to Ayuk, and walk out of here with what looked like a very easy win.
If I understood football but had never seen a professional game, and after the game you told me, you know, when these two teams came in here, one team was 7-3, the other team was 6-4, I would have thought there's no way they could be that close together in the standings because of the way that the San Francisco 49ers demonstrated their ability to dominate the game. And you look, and as I watch the 49ers, I'm thinking, okay, where's the deficiency here? Are they a little weak in this area? Are they a little weak in this area? And I just don't see it. The only thing I remember when they were 5-0, talking about, well, if they have a rash of injuries. Well, they had that, and they're over it. And I think they are over a lot of teams in the National Football League right now.
Let's check the final stats, sponsored by the United States Postal Service. This holiday season, send more joy from the comfort of home. Print shipping labels, schedule free package pickup, and turn on delivery notifications from the United States Postal Service. 49ers had 377 yards of total offense, 220 for Seattle. Niners 5 of 11 on third down, had 23 first downs. Seattle just 14 first downs. They went 3 of 11 on their third down tries. Scott mentioned it was not a pristine night for Brock Purdy. 21 of 30, 209 yards. He had the one touchdown and the one pick six, the first of his career. It was a pristine night for Christian McCaffrey. 19 carries for 114 yards and a couple of touchdowns. Deebo Samuel, 7 catches, 79 yards. Brandon Ayuk had a touchdown catch. Meanwhile, for Seattle, Geno Smith, 18 of 27, 180 yards and an interception. Zach Charbonnet filling in for Kenneth Walker at 14 carries for 47 yards. And as we mentioned, DK Metcalf and Tyler Lockett combined 6 catches for 62 yards in the game. And the 49ers get it done. It reminds me a little bit of Seattle, James. We talk about, or it reminds me a little bit of Philly, I should say, where people say about Philly, well, it doesn't look like the Eagles from last year. They don't do this, or they didn't do that. But they just find ways to win games. And the 49ers, they find ways to win games. They will wear you down. You know, they are like a baseball team that has 5 guys who hit 40 home runs. You never know what day they're going to hit one, but they're going to hit one. And with that offense, George Kittle is an all-pro type tight end. He didn't have to have a big game today. Brandon Ayuk performed well, but didn't have to be exceptional. Deebo Samuel the same way. But Christian McCaffrey is a difference maker at the position he plays because he can run the ball with speed, with power. He can catch it out of the backfield. He is a threat no matter where he lines up, even when he's just a decoy in the offensive game plan. All right, Tom just looked our Navy Federal Credit Union defender of the game. Who do you like tonight, James? Well, I saw a lot of balls from the Seattle Seahawks going far down the field. And every time they were around number 7, Charvarius Ward, they were incomplete. Now, he only got 3 passes defended, but he was able to defend his area of the field and not even allow the wide receiver a chance to catch the ball, where the ball had to be thrown out of bounds if they were trying to get a chunk play down the field. So the way he played really shut down these Seattle Seahawks wide receivers, and I think that they'll try and get after him with a vengeance when they face him in 2 weeks. On a good night for the San Francisco defense, Charvarius Ward is our defender of the game, sponsored by Navy Federal Credit Union, proudly serving the armed forces, the DOD, veterans and their families. Learn more at NavyFederal.org. So the 49ers, little mini-bye here, and then they go to Philly for what will be a great game that everybody will be watching against the Eagles. Meanwhile, we mentioned what's coming up for Seattle. At Dallas, at San Francisco, against Philly. That's their next 3 games. And they really now have no margin for error, James, against a very, very difficult schedule. And sure, they could dream about winning the division, but they got to hold on to their boots to get in a wild card slot. 31-13, 49ers get the win here tonight. James, happy Thanksgiving to you and your family. Enjoyed it tonight. Same to you. Happy Thanksgiving. Let's go eat some turkey. Let's do it. 31-13 is the final. We'll send it back to Scott Graham now in our Westwood One studios.